You may take a break, not us. We never take a break. We're always on. PPRNradio.net. Music 24/7. He's not your average radio guy. In fact, he's not even average.
He's not even worth listening to.
The Peter Pinho Show on PPRNradio.net.
Hey! Yellow! Yep. Yep.
The Peter Pinho Show on PPRNradio.net.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
A very blunt person, unfortunately.
It's not hard enough.
The Peter Pinho Show on PPRNradio.net.
A very blunt person, unfortunately.
It's not hard enough.
If you go back to the replay, Boo, Yes.
You're all up in that bitch. Like in a delay, too.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. I wish we could share the sound the whole time, but then you won't see anybody. I've been doing driving in New Haven, and there's a station that does one of our stations, as a matter of fact.
What station?
94.3. Oh, wait a minute. Huh?
It's an awesome station.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
they got good programming. The music is awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And it actually kind of expands my music background too, because I'm looking for a lot of hip hop songs. I like to hear the songs that sampled, those songs. I'm really into that kind of stuff.
That is cool.
Can you see us yet, or are you seeing desktop?
I am seeing desktop.
All right, let's stop sharing it. Better?
Yes.
Hi, Bo.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm better now.
Look at you two. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
I can actually feel the butterflies in
You
here.
done? You done being Miss
So-
Hollywood, bitch?
How'd the play go?
No, I've got two
I can
more
picture
weeks.
you walking like from stage to your dressing room with flowers and thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Strutting.
Thank
from
you,
the
like
stage.
Cher.
Dressing room.
Yelling at the stage manager, I said mocha latte. And it splashes it in
Who
his
put silk milk in my coffee? I am not an almond, bitch.
I wish. I wish it was that interesting, actually.
well, it is.
Unfortunately, it's not. I wish I had.
With you there, it's got to be interesting. It's got to be dramatic. My scene! Let's do this over. I know this is live, but let's do this over.
I know what play this is, but I ain't no raisin and no
Either
sun.
we are particular or we are nothing, people. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Oh.
Wardrobe,
Wonderful.
dabbing, face is silky, need to dry. I am shining, bitch. Forehead is shining. Can nobody see this? I can hear it now, Mr. Diva.
Ms. Diva.
That would be wonderful. I wish it. I wish. First of all, I wish I carried that kind of clout over there. I wish. All I would have to do is snap my fingers and 10 people would show up ready for my command. I wish it were that. But unfortunately, it's not. It's community theater, after all. It's not like it's Broadway.
If it turns into another part, you build that resume, and then you can be calling the shots.
Well, the truth is, I actually do have an extensive resume. I just haven't been on stage in 7 years. I chose a different path, and it used to be back in the day that I was an audition whore. I would go out for anything. If there was an audition going on, I was there, and I was auditioning. When I found
Excuse me, hello.
and to be clear, this role was pretty much handed to me. The stage manager, who happens to be a friend of mine, called me and said, "Hey, we're having a
Where
hard
are
time
you?
filling this role.
Where are
Would
you?
you come and audition for it?" And
Where
I said,
are
"Well,
you?"
It's been 7 years. I don't know.
Will you
and I
please
might
leave
be
us
rusty,
alone?
and I just haven't. I don't know. And she said, "Well, first of all, you being rusty is bullshit. We know that you're a good actor. So just come audition, and if you get the part, I'll be there to help you any way that I can."
Goodbye.
So I said, "Okay." I showed up for the audition. The audition was all of 10 minutes long.
I'm
and
going
it
to
was
pray on
basically
this, and I'm going to call you back.
And I think it has more to do with they were desperately trying to find somebody for the role rather than I blew the director's socks off.
Did you say blew the director's socks off?
That's what he said.
I regretted it the moment I said it.
His new stage name is Gurgle.
Boo, do you have headshots?
And so that's how I got the role. Is somebody that I knew was stage managing the show, and they were having trouble finding somebody for the role, and so they basically handed it to me. What I have found in these last basically 2 months of rehearsals and putting this show on is that I don't have the fire in my belly anymore. People like Dane will go out and, oh, there's an open mic, or, I booked a gig or I'm auditioning, and Dane still has that fire in his belly for that kind of a thing.
He's also 30.
That's true.
Exactly. Me, I don't have it anymore. It's like, people have been asking me, actually, are you going to audition for other things? And depending upon the person, I beg off the question, or if it's somebody that I know and trust, I've been like, well, it would have to be something that someone called me and said, we have this role for you. I just don't see myself going out there and auditioning after audition, because we have a lot of community theater here. We probably have a good 5 or 6 community theaters here, plus a regional theater here. So I could, if I wanted to, be that audition whore again, and consistently be going out there and auditioning for this, that, and the other thing. But I just don't have it in me anymore. That's a young person's game. It's Dane's game nowadays. They would literally have to say, if you audition for this role, we're 99% sure you're going to get the role. Or if you audition for the role, we're just going to hand it to you for me to actually go out and audition for anything anymore.
I got you. Boo, do you have headshots? And if you do, can we see them?
Oh, hold on.
Pet shops?
When you're
I got him on my other computer. I got him with his long hair.
Oh, you got stuff?
Yeah, he looks like someone that works on the Amistad. Mopping up the floors and stuff.
Are you talking about headshots?
Yeah, yes. You didn't see his long-haired one?
No, I don't think so.
It's been on a few events.
Oh, well, maybe I have it. I just don't remember.
I don't recall seeing it.
Yeah, my headshot is probably the newest one I have is probably a good 10 years old by now.
Can I ask you a question? Does this bother you? I'm in New Haven most of the days, right? I'm seeing kids on the bus, and I see all these black kids, and they have shirts that says Amistad School. Is that a little fucked up, or is it me?
I don't know.
They built a school and named it Amistad?
I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I haven't.
It's called Amistad Academy. Like, what are they learning?
That is an
That's a
odd
good
name
question.
for a school.
What are they learning? Like, is it a tech school? Are they learning how to boating? Or what are they learning?
Is it entirely Marine Academy?
Like, yeah, is it a marina school?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
I hear the
But
teachers are real slave drivers, though.
In the world of everybody offended, you would see a black kid walking down the street with an Amistad school shirt.
Yeah, that does seem a little weird.
Right?
We're on the website right now.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm looking myself.
Who are we proud to be? Amistad Academy.
Amistad Academy.
It's a charter school.
Yeah, it's for blacks.
It is
Let's see.
Is it like a...
K through 4. And I guess they...
But it doesn't say, what its purpose is.
Yeah. That's weird.
I thought it was weird, but I didn't want to... I was going to bring it up. I didn't care, but...
Yeah.
Is that a reparation school? I mean...
Well, here's the thing about charter schools, and my kind of a problem with charter schools. What do they do that a regular public school doesn't do?
They teach... Well, some charter schools teach... Like, my sister-in-law is a principal for a magnet school.
Uh-huh.
And this magnet school teaches acting only.
Uh-huh.
The other... Are you not on?
I don't know.
The other magnet school teaches dancing only.
There's a difference between
Performing arts, sorry.
like. Well,
Lift it up.
I was, and then it was falling.
There you go.
A magnet school, they do the lottery, and it's not blind. A charter school is blind. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if they pull your number, they pull your number. But they're not run by school districts. They're run by, like, a company.
It's a private school, basically.
It is, but it isn't. A charter's more of a public-private school, if that makes more sense. A magnet school, unless they announce that they're... Because I interned at a magnet school that was a public lottery. It gets a little, like, in the gray area, but they are still run by the State Board of Education, but they're not run by a school district, so the Board of Ed doesn't have a say in it. It's run by a company.
Yeah, but...
Okay.
There's a school in Waterbury that's like Fame. Remember that show, Fame?
Yes, Performing Arts Academy.
There's a school in Waterbury that does just performing arts. And it's hard to get into. Like, you have to audition and stuff. But it's free. You have to get a lottery, but it's free.
Right. They have a lot. They don't have to follow a lot of, like, the stupid rules. I mean, I can't speak for all of them, but I don't think they all have to do, like, the standardized testing. They can kind of do what they want without getting into a lot of trouble, but they have to meet state standards or they will be closed.
Yeah, but they basically concentrate on the arts. They'll have the curriculums, yeah.
Most of them do.
Because if you think about it, high schools are a waste of time. If you got a person that went to one high school, like when I was younger, I went to a high school that offered more credits than the high school I ended with. Like this vocational school I went to gave me credits for everything. So when I transferred from the vocational school to the regular public school, I needed 30 credits to graduate. I already walked in my junior year with 27 credits. So I basically had to just do English and math. And then I was done by 10:30.
Nice.
You know what I mean? In junior year.
Yeah.
So where was I going?
We started on the name of the school.
So I think I like the premise of having these charters and magnet schools because you don't really, what I was saying, all right, so here's what I was saying. Going in with all these credits, I didn't need all the social studies and everything. I already had a social studies credit. I don't know if they do credits anymore in high school.
High school they do.
They do, okay. So I didn't need social studies, history, or anything anymore. And in today's day, they're not going to even have those classes in a couple of years. They're not even going to teach history no more. So
They've already changed it. Like,
what's it called? Geology now or
no,
geography?
when my brother, so he graduated what? 2
Gynecology.
years ago? They changed. So it used to be English 1 through 4. So English 1 would be freshman year, 4 would be senior year. Now it's like you have English 1 and 2, but then your junior and senior year you have 4.
Spanish.
You have 4 half-credit English courses, but they're not just called English. It's like
history is going to be
literature-
changed to gender.
Literature in the world or literature in North America. So it's like a combination of the two.
History is going to be changed to gender education. You have your man, your woman, your woman.
Your Apache helicopter.
Yes. You have your she-man, you have your he-woman. History's going to be gone.
Well, why teach something that no one pays attention to anyway?
Because we don't learn unless we learn from our history.
Exactly. Those
So
who,
if it was
those
30
who
years
fail to
from
learn
now-
from the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them.
But here's the thing,
as we're
30
learning
years from now, the kids aren't going to know what slavery was.
That's not true.
Well,
I don't believe that.
Yeah, it's going to be forced down their, down their throat.
They'll only know about slavery and the Holocaust. That's all they teach now in history class.
They'll teach the bad parts of it. Well, there's nothing good parts of it.
No,
but
yeah,
I'm saying.
no. But what I'm saying is like, in American schools, it's just, what did
No,
America
I didn't mean there was no good parts, but I mean, like, there wasn't how we evolved from it. They won't know that. All they'll know is we had slaves and we were bad. They didn't know how we evolved from that, how we abolished it, got rid of it, learned to get along with people, how bathrooms weren't segregated. They won't know about it. You know what the segregation is going to be learned now? It's going to be when a woman couldn't go into a man's bathroom and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to know about Rosa Parks down the road no more. It's not going to be taught. I personally don't think it's not going to be taught anymore. It's not going to be how Martin Luther King fought his way through all that bullshit. It's just going to be bad people brought nice people over and made them slaves. That's it. That's it. And you can't have it that way. Like, within a couple of years, you're done with Christopher Columbus. That's done. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. But someone will carry a $50 bill with a slave owner on it. It doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get rid of Christopher Columbus? He's a part of history. Everybody back then was a slave owner.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important that history is on all aspects. I think it's in the eyes of the professors and the teachers to teach the right way and make sure that information is accessible. I think there's a certain degree of people who just don't care.
Yeah, but it's going to get to a point to what if we drive by one day the taco trucks and the Amistad's on fire because someone doesn't know? Seriously, that thing sits out there by itself. No one guards it. Like, you're going to burn that part of history? We know it's a bad...
Well,
go ahead.
I try to have a little bit more faith in us as human beings, that we wouldn't just... I mean, I understand that even nowadays, there's a lot of history, and we're not just talking about black history in this country or the Holocaust, or many bad things that have been done by many bad people over the hundreds of years that we have been a country.
Yeah, but I'm seeing it now with Dane's friends because someone put up a post about the CEO of Starbucks that she hates white people. And like 30 white people said, yeah, I hate white people too.
Well, I just think that, first of all, history...
whitest people in the world with their names like Dustin and Tristan and all that hate white people.
Yeah. It's an odd...
These are motherfuckers that wouldn't go spend a fucking 10 minutes in the north end of fucking Hartford. And they're going to defend black people. You want to defend black people? Just talk to them normally. Hang out with them. Drive through Hartford and don't lock your door. Walk downtown New Haven. I get scared shitless every time I Uber in New Haven. I don't give a fuck. It's my day. It's my day. I'm not going to discriminate and cancel the trip because someone has plywood on their windows. You want to celebrate blacks and whites and hang out with them. Take a bus ride with them. You know how much culture? By driving around every day, you know how much culture's in New Haven? You know what kind of day you could have just walking around New Haven? You can go from ancient Yale to the Amistad, to museums, to bars, to restaurants, to just looking. Like, I didn't know there was a Yale, downtown Yale.
Yeah.
I always thought Yale was Toads, and right?
Yeah.
Until I started driving.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a downtown Yale, like, segregated from the rest of the world. Did you?
Yeah.
You knew that?
No, it's crazy.
Well, I only knew it from working.
Yeah.
From working and going through these areas. And
I didn't know there was a downtown Yale, though.
Yeah. All
Like,
the time.
Yale to me was Toads.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
To me, yeah, it was like that area, and that was it. And
That's
now
it.
It's yeah. There's like so much that like New Haven has become. That's why everything's like Yale, New Haven now, because it's like it really is.
Boo, have you
Yale,
ever been to Yale?
New Haven. Like,
did you try going to Yale when you were out here?
Yes, I went to a museum.
Okay.
The Peabody Museum.
love that museum.
But did you realize there's a downtown that's like segregated from the rest of the world?
No.
Like there's a traffic circle.
It's funny. You drive in, it's like, where am I?
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
And then you take a right. Oh yeah, all right, I'm on Orange Street.
Is that where the
back on New
Apple
Haven.
Store is? Is that where the Apple Store is?
No, it's at the back. So you know where the Apple Store is?
Yeah.
That's where I thought Yale was.
Yeah.
No, behind Apple Store, 2 blocks over, there's a whole downtown Yale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't like stumble onto it, you never would have known.
Yeah.
It's like
People riding bikes kind of fucking town.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is?
Assholes taking Ubers 2 blocks over.
We live in a weird time. It's a time of, like, great information, but it's also a time of, like, you've got people who are trying to be empathetic and sympathetic to other people's plight. But the problem is by drawing it, there's only so much drawing it into the limelight before it's resegregating it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, there are minorities or there are people in this country that are treated poorly, and that does suck. You know? But to, like, constantly talk about it to the point where it's like what you were saying before, how, like, all these white people are like, oh, yeah, I hate white people now. It's like, Now you're just drawing more lines in the sand.
My
You're making
people,
more
my
people
fellow
angry.
street teamers get picked on every day.
It's like if you're gonna treat something like it's the status quo, then just make it the status quo. Like all these movies that come out now, and they're always like, "Oh, look at this new black character we have, or this new woman character we have, or this new gay character."
Oh,
It's
like these
stop drawing attention to it. Just make it the status quo. Just
how
make
about
the
the-
movie and have it come out and have people organically see it and go, "Holy shit, that character's gay," or "Holy shit, that character was black."
How
I
about the
wouldn't even have
B-level
thought about
actor
it.
we have in our cast that talks down to us now?
Who's that?
Well, Mr.
Oh, come on.
Mister over here.
No, but you get what I'm saying. It's like.
We gotta do. Hold on. We gotta trim them nose hairs, boy.
We've got to trim this entire face.
Just for men, baby. Dye that shit black.
Right
You'll look
nostril,
gorgeous and young again.
I don't know if the right nostril has a booger in it or that's white hair.
No, it's white hair.
Okay.
It's white hair.
You know, I'm not
Baby
shy. I'll
boo.
tell you.
The only reason why my hair is this long right now is because this is what Bobo looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Dedication to your craft.
See?
I respect it.
3 weeks and he's Mr.
He's a method actor.
Anyway, no, it's I next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday after our last performance, we have 8 performances left. I'm shaving my head. I'm shaving my beard. I
Balls.
didn't shave my eyebrows. Balls are clean shaved already. But anyway,
You getting any extras? Are you getting any extras at this play or no?
no.
No side bitches? All right.
No. There might be someone that might be interested, but
Oh, here we go.
no.
Here we go. Mr. Right again?
No, I am not interested in teaching people.
All right.
Oh, it's youthful? Youthful love?
What are you doing? Why do you keep
it's
taking
just
these straight
no,
people? Leave
it's
us
just
alone.
Someone that it's someone that is probably around mine and Peter's age, but that is curious.
Bi-curious or real curious?
Bi-curious, probably.
Convicted or suspected?
Suspect.
All right.
Yeah. So all of this is as soon as we wrap. All of this is leaving.
Okay.
All of it.
All right.
I'll grow my beard back, but not nearly this long. It'll be nice and closely trimmed.
I'm going as Boo to the Halloween thing next week.
Oh.
I'm going to be Rihanna with a black man's beard. Doing my Cher impression.
Stand under my umbrella.
Yeah. So did you get any standing ovations or no?
Yeah, we get standing ovations every night.
Curtain call.
And I think that's actually kind of a thing nowadays that happens in all theater. Even if the place sucks.
Not at a 34 show. They just leave.
Yeah, it's true.
We out.
Peter's been there. He's seen it.
Everybody just leaves.
Okay. Well, we get standing ovations. Yes, every night we get standing ovations, and it's a long play. For those of you listening, I'm in a production of A Raisin in the Sun,
Oklahoma,
and it's a long play. It's like 2.5 hours long. So we start at 8, and we have 2 intermissions. Start at 8. We don't get out of there until 11. So, yeah, long play, great play, but long play.
I want to try stand up.
You should.
Sure.
Why
I'm
not?
gonna.
Yeah, you're funny.
No, at a party.
Interesting.
At a party,
Okay.
I noticed I come up with material.
Yeah.
Write it down. Be writing all the time.
I want to be improv.
Nice.
All right.
I don't want the same show every.
Well, that's
If I make it, I want to be able to go and everybody says it's not the same show every time.
That's cool.
well, right.
This is why these local comedians don't make it, because it's the same show every week.
When you write a bit, you're not supposed to memorize it. You're supposed to kind of have an idea.
Oh, it's coming off top.
Yeah.
The problem is I might
Write down bullet points to talk, like talking points.
I might develop a drinking problem though, because it's gonna be enticed.
I gotcha.
It doesn't have to be enticed. I have to have a crowd.
I've always felt the same way. Like when I'm around a lot of people, especially like newer people, I'm a lot funnier than when I'm around like familiar friends.
I did 15, 20 minutes last week at this
Nice.
fucking party we were at. It was no more than that, like 30, 40 minutes.
Nice.
Like, I couldn't stop.
Was this the fancy party you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was talking about.
And I had made people that were like up hoity-toity up here, like laugh.
Nice.
I told you about the
Yeah.
joke I said about the hot chick in front of us with the
Yeah.
you needed the credit
Hey,
card.
just tell a bunch of racist jokes, and pretty soon you can run for president.
But see, I can deliver racist jokes to where it's not racist. Man.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's the delivery. You can be. Why do you think Boo hasn't left in 6 years? How much shit I say?
Yeah.
Because he knows.
Well, yes, it's all about intent and delivery.
Yeah.
Every time I meet a black person, I go right for the fucking black jokes.
No.
Just to see if I could still maintain a wide variety of like.
I really wish you
before I
wouldn't
get
do
beat
that.
up. You know what I mean? Like
I really wish you wouldn't do that.
I go for the gay black one though. Girl. And if they laugh, then they laugh. If they don't, then I move on.
Yeah, back off, you know.
He's an asshole.
That was a Puerto Rican hairdresser gay.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Oh, that's an angry bellhop.
Right.
Like the hair flip.
I was quoting Eddie Murphy. Raw.
No, your gay is great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We should do a gay. We should do a gay guy.
You should do a gay guy, but too bad he's in Oklahoma.
Oh,
The way you
I know,
two
right?
flirt.
You got fucking
I'm gonna try it. You know what?
A
What's
gay
the
guy?
worst that can happen?
Are you going to record yourself?
No, I'm gonna go to an open mic. I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah.
Cause it's like an open mic is only 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That can be funny for 3 minutes.
Be careful though.
Why?
Well, go to a comedy club open mic because
where
we
I'm
have
gonna go.
comedians. Okay, because we have
I'm
comedians.
not coming to yours.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We have guys sometimes come to our open mic. They go, "Oh, I'm a comedian," and we're like, "Okay," but like they get no laughs because it's a music open mic.
Oh, I'd
and they're
get
trying to do
laughs.
comedy. I'm sure you would. No, don't get me wrong. Like, well, some of them aren't they're just not funny. But like the ones that have been funny, it was fine. But it was just like, you know what I mean? It's like this is a different kind of. It's like it's not a comedy place. This is a
I'm gonna
bar.
go with
no
Dave
one's
Sheehan.
listening to you.
If I
Yeah.
go to do it, I'm gonna go with Dave Sheehan.
Yeah, you got it. But no, you definitely should. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I did Joker's Wild a long time ago.
You did it?
Yeah. I was in,
You?
I was in
Shit.
college. I went.
Awesome.
And it was a bummer because I kept getting bumped by the local guys. I was the last guy to go.
Oh.
By then the place
Did you have a
was pretty clean.
routine?
Yeah, I did about 3 minutes and then I just wrapped up because it was like, all right.
Did
no
you
one's
write
gonna
it
do
down?
I had some notes that some stuff I wanted to talk about.
Mr. Public Anxiety.
I don't have public anxiety.
You kinda do.
I love performance.
When you're drinking, you're fine.
I'm a ham.
We went to lunch the other day. He barely looked at me.
Well,
That's because he was too busy looking at his food.
No. He gets very intimidated by me or something.
Intimidated by what?
I don't know.
I wasn't
We've been friends for a
intimidated.
long time.
Well, you're
You
walking
can
around.
never look
with
in
your,
my eyes when he talks to
you're
me.
walking around with your dick in your hands, going, "Hey, everybody, what's
I
up?"
looked at you in the eyes.
You know what? Then he feels bad because I bought him lunch, and the 2 days later he brings over a 30-pack.
Well, I did feel bad.
Well,
about
for
it.
what?
I don't know. I'm very happy about my lunch. I was very
Much.
appreciative.
You do a lot for me.
You didn't want to steal your thunder.
And then, you know what I feel bad about?
What's
too,
that?
is like, I always go to him like, I know he's got the job, but I yell at him because it's like, why is this motherfucker getting this shit over me? And then I feel bad after I hang up. I'm like, I didn't mean to yell at him. Like,
No.
trying to
Listen,
tell him what to do with his job.
I could take it. I'm happy to help.
And he's still here.
Right.
That's a good sign.
Well, you know what? The thing is, I got mad at him the other day because there's been like 30 Chaz and AJ events.
Yeah.
And I've done none.
Oh.
This guy Kenny does them all.
No, I know Kenny. I mean, I don't.
And he sends me to the fucking car show. Fucking car show is freezing.
Well, let me ask. That brings up an interesting point. Do they ever ask you to send certain people?
No.
Like, you know what
He
I mean?
gives me the shit that no one wants, and then to keep other people happy, he gives it to them. And I get it, because he knows I'm not going anywhere.
Well, it's interesting too because like that does happen to me that I'm suggested to send certain people to certain places for a bunch of reasons. One, mainly because I'm not trying to alienate anybody, is that they've worked a certain event before, so it's just that familiarity.
Gotcha.
But another thing too, I try to give Pete as many hours as I can.
Of course.
because I know.
No, I get mad because there's this one and you can finish. I'm sorry, but there's this one guy who won't put on any other shirts and gets to go to all the concerts. And then I see him yesterday. He's at the Chaz and AJ Booby thing.
No.
When I could have been there.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, if Kendall were to call him and say, I need you to do a Star thing or a Fox thing, he'd be like, no, I'm not doing it. And then he gets all the concerts. Like, anytime there's a concert, like, he gets them all. Because he's been there for fucking... And, like, this other fucking retread who does the games with me. I'm only doing donuts and that's it. I'm like, take a fucking picture. I don't know to take a picture. And then Drew laughs at me.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, that's all he does. You got to understand. No! You got to understand why people quit. You got to understand why people quit because you got these two mopes that get the same shit all the time and other people that work get stuck with the shit. I've done nothing but shit in the past 3 weeks. I'm not ungrateful. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying.
I get one good thing coming, and that's next Friday. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the pre-games too, but.
Well, I got you Saturday. Got you the Saturday.
Oh yeah, thanks. After a 30-hour shift the day before. But that's my thing. Like, I think I should be until I'm done at every Chaz and AJ event. You got the whole crew there: Street Pete, Phil, Ashley.
Preach.
What?
Preach.
I'm just saying.
No, I know. Amazing job.
But he knows that I'll be there for him regardless, so he takes advantage of me. Let's send him to the car show on a Sunday morning. Oh. Let me tell you something. This is where people go to die. So my boss says, can you send me pictures of people that aren't 60 or 80? I'm like, have you ever been to a car show? I found the youngest person. I think they were 65.
Wow.
And they don't want to hold a sign. They don't want to hold a sign at these things.
Well, I remember when I was working at a parts department and I was doing delivery. One of the guys I worked with was like in his like 70s, and he was telling me about how like one of his best friends, like, because he used to do car shows. He had like a hot rod, and like one of his best friends who also had a car. They'd get together and have beers and stuff. And he's like, oh man, I can't stand my best friend's son. The kid's like 17. He has no aspirations to drive. Doesn't even have his license. Like, doesn't even care about cars. He's like a little computer nerd. And I'm sitting there listening to this guy gripe, and I'm like, yeah, that's the generation. So that's why when you go to car shows now, it's like all the kids, they don't give a shit about cars anymore. It's just the way it is.
I care.
Don't get me wrong.
You're
I
not a
like
kid.
cars too. I like, I've always liked classic cars. But
Your mother made you old. Your mother's ways and values made you old.
Wow.
Just like Kendall.
Well, the thing is, too, he worked a car show for one of those, I don't know what to call it. It's like a group that you have to...
An Elks Club?
Oh.
An Elks Club or a Lions Club. Which,
One of those we're not racist clubs.
No, of course.
Which is organizations that young people, unfortunately, are not joining.
Yeah. Those things are going to be... Yeah, but you know what the problem is? You need to start joining these kids because there's nowhere in the world where you can still get a $1.25 screwdriver.
This is true. There's a,
okay,
there's
the
a
VFW, the Elks.
Club.
Real cheap drinking to be done.
Oh, my God.
Am I a member by, like, the grandfathering system?
By injection.
With my dad?
Injection.
I don't know. You either got to...
That's where my mom
think
wants
they
us
still
to
have
have
to,
our
like,
wedding
pledge you in.
reception.
You want to make a diva smile? Yeah. Boo, did you lose weight?
Did I?
In the face?
Are you trying to make me smile?
No, but I know you like compliments.
Well, thank you.
No,
I
your
don't know.
Your face looks like you lost some weight.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's very kind. Thank you. I have no idea.
Well, you did.
Yeah, look
Well,
at it.
thank
Oh, look at it. Like the sun.
I just wish Dane had noticed.
Trouble in Paradise.
So Planet Fitness, I get an email today. Planet Fitness comes out with a machine like the 1930s. Mm-hmm. You remember when the fat people used to put that long towel around their body and that thing would vibrate the shit out of them?
Yeah.
Well, Planet Fitness has it now with ultraviolet lights.
No, really?
But not the belt.
Yeah.
There's a plate at the bottom that you stand on, and it vibrates
Really?
your body, and these ultra red lights, and they say to do it 3 times a week.
What the hell is it supposed to do?
Vibrate the shit out of you.
Is this fat burning?
It actually stimulates every muscle in your body.
Huh.
And then I don't know what the red lights do, but I guess the red light helps you with aging and wrinkling. And
Gives you diarrhea.
but this thing shakes you so much that every muscle in your body shakes.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's a gimmick.
I mean, it probably is a gimmick.
Shaking your muscles isn't going to do anything but fucking make you realize how fat you are. No, because you're looking at your body like, all right, that jiggles.
Didn't know that
That's
could
what
happen.
fat people do. We do the jiggle test.
Nah.
We jump once and we see what jiggles, and then we have to work on it. Now you got a machine that points out every jiggle.
Right.
That's about right, pretty much.
With red lights on top of it.
And no, red lights are not flattering at all.
I gotta look at a video of this. I want to see this in action.
Yeah, really. the vibrator.
So I'm a month and a half into my trying to find myself thing. I gave myself December 15th as a deadline. Not getting any responses on my emails or resumes. Oh, you weren't on them when I did this, huh?
I don't know anything that's going on now.
So I quit my job and I was told to go chase my dream.
Yes, you were.
He wants to be a dancer.
And I had a deadline
You were
of
yelled at.
December.
Yeah.
So when you quit, was there? I mean, did they ask you to stay or?
Oh, yeah, they asked me to stay.
Oh.
But I didn't. I couldn't handle the 24/7, so. I'm actually making the same money I made there being my own boss right now.
Doing Uber.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I average at least between 140 to 170 a day.
Okay.
Really good. And you're local.
Plus, I have 30 to 50 hours with PLR every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So between Uber and PLR, I'm making, I think, a little bit more than I used to make. I just don't have
Really?
insurance. Yeah, I just don't have insurance.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's nice because every day there's money in the account. I do the cash out.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky's checks pays for all the bills.
So you're giving yourself until December to do what?
Make it.
Wow, that's a tight deadline. Peter.
Well, no, because I'll be 50 in March.
He likes it tight.
And Chaz has been giving me like major airtime.
Okay.
So it's either shit or get off the pot now.
Well, I respect and I understand this deadline you're setting, but I think until the time comes that the bit is done and they're like hey, we're tired of it, that I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't. Stop the
I've
grind.
told you if I don't, I got this new thing. I'm gonna go try stand up after if I don't make it on radio.
Yeah. Well,
What can I lose?
Well, nothing. But the thing is, you could do both.
I know I can do
you
both.
should do
I'm not giving up on radio entirely. I'll always have this.
Right.
I'm not going to give up PLR entirely. I'm just not going to dedicate my life to it like I did.
Okay.
So
I
then,
understand.
what do you need to happen in December?
From between now and December, I need to get on a. I don't even care if it's a weekend shift. I need to know that I'm going to be in the industry that I was born to be in.
Okay.
I had to learn to love myself, like you told me, Boo.
Right.
And I know that I'm funny. That's why when I was at this party the other day and I was making people that are 30 years older than me, 30 years younger than me, all types of people, prudes, people with money, mayors, burgesses, police officers laugh. Like, I don't mean like normal laugh, like laugh. Like, go to my wife and say, how the fuck do you deal with this dude laugh? That's when I realized, like, I can't be stagnant no more.
Are you still working on a demo?
Fuck a demo. I'm too good for a demo.
Well, I'm just saying, just
Well,
to have
Peter.
You know why I say I'm too good for a demo? Because I've tried the demos and I've gotten shot down. I have my email. I got an email with my links, all my court audio, my radio shows, my demos that I made at PLR, and I'm sending that out. Howard didn't do demos.
I just meant
Howard traveled.
I just meant radio specific.
Oh, no. Howard traveled. And there's a lot of instances, like, if you listen to Chaz, if you listen to Howard, we all have the same past, same hates, same likes, same desires, same drives. Like if you watched the video, if you didn't know Howard and you watched the movie, you would think that's me. I hate being around people. Very miserable. I don't like being in public. Unless I'm in public entertaining. You understand? Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah. I follow.
That's what these people do. You ever see Chaz anywhere besides an event or home?
No, but...
And I'm not saying he's the funniest person in the world. I'm just saying he's made it. Go ahead, Boo.
So then, are you saying that, have you told people of this deadline, people that could make a difference?
No, it's my deadline.
Okay.
And if I can't make it in radio, I'm going to try a different avenue, which will bring me back to radio eventually. I got to attack radio in 10 different ways, dude. If I'm working for the biggest station in the state, and I'm on the biggest morning show in the state, and I'm stagnant, then I got to approach it from a different aspect.
Okay.
I have to hit it differently. Pat Oates, as much as an asshole as he is, he's on Opie and Anthony's show.
Used to be.
No, he's on now. This guy Pat, he's on Anthony's show.
Oh, okay.
They're big.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the biggest asshole in the world that he is. He's on Anthony's show every other week. And you know how he got on it? Doing stand-up. How did he get the Fox? Doing stand-up for Chaz and AJ, right?
Yeah.
There you go. And he's not a talented DJ by at all, any means. And if you read his posts every day, he's a miserable fucking prick who's broke. All that fucking fame that you so-called had, how are you broke? So I have to attack it in a different way now.
So then what you're saying is that you continue on the way things are until December, and then in December, or at the end of December, you're going to switch things up if things haven't changed.
Yes, in December, I'm going to get a full-time job with benefits and then attack it. I'm going to get a job that's Monday through Friday, because I don't have a problem finding a job. I think I have 3 or 4 interviews a week. I have a job starting at the end of November for Best Buy. But I don't look at these jobs like, all right, cool, I got something.
Right.
I work 12 hours a day now. I work more than I did before. But I'm my own boss. I wasn't meant to work for anybody. And this isn't a show all about me. I'm at the age now that I need to, it's either do or die. And if I don't make it, then I'm moving.
It is the Peter Pinho show, though.
Well, look how much, it's going on 10 years and I built this. Big, small, whatever the fuck it is. I built it. It's got studios, it's got lights, and I built it from a kitchen. I'm not lazy. I'm not a lazy person. It's either I make it or I move, and I fucking hide myself for the rest of my life. And I go get that simple life. And no one will ever know I was in it. None of you guys ever know that I was one of the best DJs in the state for 15 years. None of you know that.
No. I mean, I've heard the stories, but...
known from you. But
well, yeah, from me, but none of you know that. Ask people from 10 years ago in my life, from 15 years ago to fucking... Ask people I've done their weddings, like the best fucking DJ they ever had. That was my life back then. I can still DJ. I'll probably go and kill a wedding right now. I don't want to do it. I've done it. I've done over 5,000 weddings. I don't want to do it no more. 'Cause I know what lifestyle it leads to. I don't want to be in that lifestyle no more. I don't want to do clubs no more. I'm 50. Yeah, I'm midlife crisis right now, but I have to. Even if I got to drive to New York and go to a fucking dump and try my stand-up, why do you think Chris Rock did it? Because I'm not funny as a radio DJ. I'm funny as a person. I know that. I got to know that. And if I'm not, then you guys need to tell me that.
You're funny uncensored. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's you make it. You just said something that was really kind of key, and just kind of that's what made me say that. You just said like you're not funny as a radio DJ, but you're funny as a person. And it's true. Your brand of humor is best for what we're doing right here, internet, where it's uncensored. People can hear you raw. The problem with not that you shouldn't be doing radio if that's what you want to do, but the problem with doing radio is that everything has to be like contained. You know?
Or I need to not work with somebody that doesn't like that I'm funnier than him and
Yeah, that too.
sends me home in 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but that's just it. You know what I mean? Like you're.
You hear what he said the other day?
No.
Stop trying to drive the car.
Really? When did he say that? I missed
2
that.
weeks ago.
Really? I missed that one. Oh shit.
And then we go off the air, and he's like, if there's something you want to talk, you ask me to talk about it, then I'll say it's okay.
Oh, shit. Ego.
But I have to bite my tongue. You know me. I don't bite my tongue for nobody.
No, yeah.
That's why I give myself a deadline.
Yeah. Smart.
Wait, Chad said that
I
to
didn't
you?
say nobody's name. Yes, Bill. He did. He told me to stop trying to drive the car.
What were you guys talking about? I'm curious because I missed this.
So I did a dog show,
Uh-huh.
and this guy gets out in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah.
Kid's in the car, opens the door, runs over to me and says, Street Pete, you need to fucking tell Chaz they got to talk about the corruption in Brantford. Well, if I go to these events saying if I don't do something that a listener asked me to do, I don't know if that's the big boss Jeff trying to send somebody to see how we do at events.
Yeah.
So every event, doesn't matter as miserable as I are, I try to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll tell Chaz about it.
Yeah.
Somebody called in the next day from Brantford. And I said, oh, by the way, what's with all these red signs in Brantford? And he goes to fucking commercial. He's like, well, before he did the commercial, he's like, stop trying to drive the car.
Yeah.
And then he says to me off the air, he's like, if you want to know something, you say to me, what's going on, and then I'll ask the guy. What's the difference? Who's asking?
Yeah. It seems less organic.
It's a bit.
Yeah.
It's corruption. It's what you like to do. That's what your show's based on.
Yeah.
Making fun of politicians and corruption.
Yeah.
And I. But then the week before, oh, you need to get involved in these bits and this and that. What do you want me to do, man?
Yeah. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
And then I'm listening the past few days because I listen to them religiously. I have to.
Yeah.
And he's doing it to AJ now.
Doing what?
Making fun of everything he says.
No, he does it all the time.
No, he's doing it more now. You don't understand. He's doing it more.
Yeah.
He's doing it way too much now.
Yeah.
And a DJ told me the other day, I'm not going to say his name, he says, you know what, karma's going to attack somebody.
Yeah.
You might not see it, and you might not hear about it, ever.
Yeah. Because I noticed that, like, I haven't listened to the show in a while. Truthfully, I haven't listened to the show in a while because I've been getting up later because I have a later job now. But, like, you know, when I do listen and when I was listening, like, I'd say, like, I stopped really listening to it every morning about 2 months ago. Give or take.
Why?
Because I started my job.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Ubering early in the morning anymore. I'm not listening to the radio. I'm getting up at like 10 because I'm like I don't have to go to work at till like 10:30, 11. But and I've been getting out at like 2. But like when I was listening to it, I was noticing that about the show is that it's like poor. I like AJ. He's a good dude, and like the poor guy, like every other thing he says, like Chaz will stop and be like, oh. What is that? What is that? That sounds kind of gay. Or what? It's like he's like hyper focuses on the things he says and brings them into the light, and then everybody makes fun of him. And it's funny that you say that like he's doing it even more now. It's like Jesus, he was doing it a lot back then. Like,
no, he's doing it a lot more.
Yeah.
Now.
See, that sucks. That's interesting.
And you can hear. Is he shitting?
It had that sound of
Did you hear that?
hitting the bowl.
You heard that?
I hope so. It was just one quick one.
And he's back.
Did you?
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, like, it's a lot more now.
Yeah. Huh. I'll start
Like,
listening.
is he trying to change the whole show now? Is he trying to get rid of AJ?
I don't see why.
Don't you think that they have those conversations off the air, though? Don't you think he and him have those conversations?
No. There's no conversation. It's get there at 4:30. No, AJ gets there at 3:30 for some reason and starts doing research. Every day he's there at 3:30.
Good for him. He's dedicated.
He does a top 10 list. All that. You guys aren't up that early. He does a top 10 list. He does all that. And Chaz gets up at 3:50. Ashley works from the morning until night.
Yeah.
She sleeps maybe 3 hours a day. Feels the same way.
So are you saying that they don't have a relationship off the air?
No. I don't think so. Do you? You see it?
I mean,
they're not at parties.
The only thing I know, because I've worked several events where it's kind of like, these client corporate type things, and I see them being very chummy at that, but I can't speak. I don't know what their stuff is like outside of work. I just know their work life.
Yeah, but if your name is not something, and it's your name and the other person's name, and you flaunt how much money you make to the other one, don't you think there's a breaking point?
Yeah, it's an odd dynamic, and you could speak on this way better than I can. You're immersed in it,
I don't want you to speak because you're more of an employee than I am.
Yeah.
I'll take the brunt of it. I don't want you to. I mean, if you want to speak, speak.
Well, I just don't know anything about it. And the thing is,
when you have two houses and the other one only has one that can barely pay a car payment.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like Chaz has a better lawyer than AJ does because they have a contract. I mean, contracts come up every few years, and it seems like Chaz's team then has he has a better negotiating team than AJ does, or AJ does it by himself, which is stupid. I mean, why? If my name, if it's Peter and Steven, then I'll be damned if I get paid 1 cent less than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like Anna and Raven. I mean, Anna's got to be making more than Raven, right?
I think they make pretty equal because I think it's too. Raven comes from that great background, and Chaz and AJ both come from good backgrounds. I just wonder if it doesn't mean as much to.
It's a substantial amount that they
exactly.
It's a substantial amount. Yeah. Like somebody did a comparison the other day, and they said, "What is the problem here? Here's Chaz's house. Here's AJ's house.
Yeah.
AJ's house is barely landscaped. Chaz's house looks like something you would see in Homes
Chaz,
and Gardens.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Chaz lives in Oxford.
He has two houses, one in Oxford, one in Southbury.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like two of the richest areas. I mean, Milford's not a bad area, but I've seen AJ's house. I've been by it. I've seen him out in his yard, like mowing the lawn and
it's
shit.
It's across the street from the fucking massage parlor.
Yeah, I mean, it's an okay area, but it's not great.
But here's another thing too.
It's like the difference of $150,000.
The guy's married.
Yeah.
Anybody ever met his wife?
No.
Seen her at shows?
She doesn't come to anything. That's by his own admission. She's like, yeah, she doesn't come to stuff. And I wonder.
Well, and again, that tells. I mean, as far as the disparity in their pay, that just tells me that either AJ doesn't really care about money, which is stupid. If you're putting in that kind of work, you should care about how much you're going to pay or get paid. Or B, he just doesn't have a good team around him that will go to bat for him when contract.
Or he has the same amount of love for radio as I do, and isn't in it for the money.
Right.
You know what? I'm sorry, no.
Because he's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah, but do you actually know how much he makes? Because just because he doesn't,
I'm not going to elaborate on that.
But just because he doesn't flaunt it doesn't mean that he doesn't have money.
I'm only going by no. The salary that he makes money. He can. You and I can.
Yeah,
no,
but
I can't even say. I'm only going by what I heard his salaries are. I don't know what they are.
He may have more in the bank, and Chaz is spending all of his.
No, it's the other way around.
You never know.
Somebody owns 2 houses. Somebody owns 3 cars. What do you think spending who's what? You have to think about it. I own 3 cars. I own 2 houses. Somebody's smarter than the other one, and I'm not going to say who is.
Well, then
one's a project house, and one goes to car shows every week. I mean, I'm not going to. You could do it. You could do the math yourself.
Well, and the other thing is, for me, and my name is not AJ, but for me, if I'm putting in that kind of work, if I'm putting in that kind of dedication, if I'm not on the come up, if I am actually on the #1 radio station and the #1 show in the state, then I'm damn well going to get paid.
Right, but this one person doesn't do any planning. He just shows up.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. The other one apparently does a lot of planning. He shows up at 3:15 in the fucking morning just to plan a show. I'll be damned if I don't get paid.
No.
At the same.
He shows up at 3:15 in the morning, but he does not plan any bits.
Okay.
He's the one-liner guy.
Yeah, but he's doing research. You just
right. He does do research. This is one bit he does. He does the research on it.
Right. So, and how long have they been together?
15 years. Long time.
Yeah, bullshit. Oh no. I would burn the radio station down.
One person chased around the fucking country to get to here.
You know what I think it is?
I don't think they should make the same, but I don't think they should be very much far apart away from each other either.
Based on what I've heard when I listen to them, AJ's more of a blue-collar guy. I don't think he negotiates his contract well, and I think, like you said, he likes his cars, he likes to spend his money on his cars, and he works out and, goes to the gym and all that stuff. He's more of a laborer. He's a blue-collar guy. He just makes his money and goes to work and does what he needs to do that day. Wait, hear me out, though. He does his research. Like you said, he gets up early in the morning, but he's doing it just for that day. If he took, his weekend, instead of going to a car show, he was like, I'm going to plan out my whole week. I'm going to get the whole week's worth of bits right here and now. He'd be on Chaz's level, because Chaz is a white-collar guy. Chaz plans all his shit out. He's got a 5-month plan, you know what I mean, or whatever it is, whatever his time frame is. He's like, I'm going to plan it all out now, so I don't have to do it later, and I can just show up. And I already know how things are going to play out because I've planned for them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
but
the difference.
Howard went to 30 different markets making $125 a week, left Fred behind, left Robin behind, and promised him he'd be back. Till this day, they don't make what he makes.
Yeah, but it's the Howard Stern show. It's his show.
Yeah.
And
it's not Howard and Robin.
And he'll say that it takes, that entire village over there to create the show, but his name is on the marquee. And again, if my name is AJ and it's the Chaz and AJ show, I'll be damned if I make a penny less than Chaz. If I do, then it needs to be the Chaz show.
No, the only reason, if our show ever made it big, to be honest, y'all wouldn't make what I make. Only because I built it from scratch.
Yeah.
Y'all would make good money. Don't get me wrong.
Appreciate it.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. If I say I made $100 million a year, it wouldn't be $100 million. It would be 80. It wouldn't be $100 million.
But
it would be fair.
But again, it's the Peter Pinho show. It's
only been that way because of all the people besides you, Boo. Everybody leaving. I couldn't call it the Pete and Dan show, the Pete and Boo show, the Pete and Bob show. I couldn't do that because of the way people left. You understand what I'm saying? All these hosts that have been on this show have come and gone. Boo's been on. He's gone for a couple of years. Came back.
Yeah.
I couldn't call Pete and Boo when he was gone for 2 years.
No.
1 year.
1 year. But but do you understand why it's called my name? Not because I want it to be my name. Because I thought Mancinelli was going to stay forever. I thought Hatfield was going to stay forever. They didn't. So that's why it's my name. If I can name it, if we were to make it big, it wouldn't be the name of my name anymore. It would be straight up fucking PPRN or whatever.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be my name no more. It wouldn't be the Breakfast Crew because everybody else got that. Yeah. It would be I don't know. We'd have to come up with a name.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Boo.
Well, just I would make sure that I have a really good team around me that would be able to negotiate the best possible deal for me.
Oh, of course.
And so,
of course.
And I mean, unless it's true what Ricky is saying is that AJ doesn't flaunt anything, it just sounds like he doesn't have a good enough negotiating team. Because if I'm with somebody for 15 years, I'm sorry. I mean, and quite frankly, I'm not trying to create a pecking order at PPRN, but I've been with this show for 6 years. And if we made it big, I wouldn't expect to make as much as you. Of course not. But it would be comparable.
And I'm going to tell you right now, if we were to get signed tomorrow, here's what it would be. Straight up. Ricky'd be the housewife, so she wouldn't care what salary she makes. She'd be the wife, so whatever I make, she makes, right?
Her face.
Seriously, she wouldn't have to work again, right?
No.
So Ricky would be the chick on the show.
Oh.
Boo would be the Robin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boo would be the Robin. Kendall would be the engineer, because that's what he does.
Yeah. I like trains too, so
He likes trains too.
I'd be Artie Lang.
And you would definitely be like a Benji or an Artie.
Yeah.
You would be.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Because Boo's been there, bro.
Yeah.
Boo has been there, and I've always promised him, if I ever make it big, I will come for you. And he's been on since fucking, 6 years now? 5 years?
6.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
You know, he's seen the bullshit with everybody. He's been through everything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're not a good talk host, or I'm just.
No, listen.
You would do great with the fucking engineering and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's what you. That's your knack.
To circle back to, I mean, I don't think it should not be called the Peter Pinho Show because it is. Yeah. That's what it is. I wouldn't name it anything else. It's the Peter Pinho Show. I mean, we've all tried to contribute the best we can, but we didn't put any money into this. We didn't put.
It's not about money though, Boo. It's about hard work. Like, you were down here with me, and when me, you, and Rebecca had sawdust in our nostrils. Look at her shake her head. Look what we did. Like, we put our mind to it, and Dane wasn't here yet. No. We put our mind to it, and look what we did. We came, and we did it. I didn't think we could do it. I didn't think we could make this fucking dungeon into a nice room.
Amazing to think. Well, like, if you take all this down,
what it looked like. Do you remember the table? It looked like cobwebs and shit.
Amazing job.
You know it was. Oh shit, we're past break time.
I was gonna say, do we want to take a break?
Yeah, and I got a couple of things I want to bring up. Of, is it okay? It's gonna be a segment called "Is it okay if you're married if this happens?"
Ooh, that's a good one. I had some.
Or
I had
a spoken for.
I had an interesting situation happen. Yeah, good.
Can you
let's talk about
forgive
this.
or would you allow if it saved lives?
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Just remember that part.
Okay, same lives.
We're gonna take a little break and be right back. It'll be Facebook Live too, all right?
Whoa.
Okay.
We'll be dancing in the street until the morning light. 'Cause there's music in the air and lots of love everywhere. So give me the night. 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 So give me the night. Give me the night. Give me the night.
run from the weather. But with the most capable and luxurious SUV in its
You know, I was wondering, if you could keep on, because the force, it's got a lot of power, and it makes me feel like
Hotwire hides brand names, so you can drive off with more money in your pocket.
HOTWIRE, hotwire.com.
Mama used to say. We'll be Facebook Live in about a minute. We're back, ppnradio.net. Still got the website till October. Or no, February. Yeah, girl. Yeah, we gotta talk through it so they don't fucking. Mama used to say. Mama used to say. Oh, double beat.
Wait, what's going on?
I know.
Why
I had
is that
to
jumping?
when I hit the. All right, let me take this off. Stop sharing so Boo can see us. We're live here at ppnradio.net.
Hey, Facebook, what's going on?
Yeah, what's up, Adam? So we got a thing here, so let's get right to it.
Whip it out.
If you missed us, and if you miss us every week, we are live from 7:30 to 10:30. The link is on my page and on the Chaz AJ page, whatever. The radio side, we're on the radio side for 3 hours, but we're going to get right to it because we're on Facebook and we're running late today. It's already 8:50. What's up, John? What's up, Adam? All right. Let me turn this down a little bit. If you're, and this is for the women too, if your man had semen that can cure cancer, Would you allow women from all over the world to blow him?
And the only way they can get this semen is through a blowjob.
Right. That's the only way.
Wow.
I mean, medically,
heavy.
that sounds all correct to me. So.
Seriously, is it okay? Is it okay to suck the
life out of somebody?
So, okay, well then I have, because this happened. I'm a porn watcher, and there is a
we know.
Walking Dead.
We remember.
There's a Walking Dead porn parody out there, and it's actually a straight porn parody, wherein the only way to kill zombies is by coming on them.
The Fucking Dead? Is that what it's called? Please tell me that's what
Something
it's called.
like that.
Ah! What it should be
Anyway,
called.
so the question was brought up in the porn, and I'm going to present it to you. So are you just going to let men die?
Wait, say that again? What?
Are you just going to let men die?
What's up, Dave? What's up, Jeff? Yeah, so is it... Well, that's Rebecca and Ricky.
He's not listening to you.
No.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said, so you would just let men die.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would let men suck it, too.
Okay.
If I'm curing people, I would let anybody suck it.
Okay.
So, is it okay for your man to get a blowjob if he can cure cancer with his jizz?
I imagine this is the question that Catholic priests ask themselves daily.
So why isn't it?
Rebecca?
Why
23 live?
Why isn't it curable?
In other ways. Why does
All
it have to
right,
be
so
a
wait a minute,
different
wait. If a person can lick your vagina and you can cure cancer too, man, is it okay?
I don't want that. Like, get it some other way.
Holy shit, we're 30 live.
Wow. Listen, I think it's
Keep it going. We gotta
if
keep
you,
this
if
going.
you have the ability, to save others, I'd say spread the wealth.
Put it in a vial.
No, if so, say I ate Ricky's pussy and it cured my cancer.
Yeah, I think it.
Is it okay to let Dane eat your pussy?
But it's gonna be like if there's all these people. I don't just.
You're gonna get more diseases.
So wait.
Yeah,
No.
like I don't want that for me. I don't.
I think we need to
Don't do the disease thing.
let's
Is
say-
it okay
Don't change
to let
the
someone
scenario
eat
that
your wife's
exists.
box?
So also, are you presenting it as?
Thank you, John.
You have to, do a good job, or is it kind of like how many licks to the center of the Tootsie Roll? It's like 1, 2, 3. Is it like a full thing, or is it just one lick and you're good?
No, it's a good munching.
A good.
You have to bring them to completion.
Yes, they have to come, otherwise you don't get the full serum.
Oh man, imagine if you weren't good at it and then you do all that work for nothing.
Well, I'm dead.
Would you allow women to come to the house and blow me?
I don't know. That's an odd question. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, you can impregnate a woman
You're
by.
thinking too hard, Ricky. That's the problem. You're thinking
I
about
am.
it way too hard.
I think if you send out an Evite, anything is good.
I'm thinking you're going to be rather raw, and I'm not going to get any.
No, she makes a valid point.
Well, think how much cancer you wouldn't have.
So I'm going to die of cancer because it's going to be all wasted on these other
Shoemakers
women.
kids.
Well, he would make sure that you get a load first, Ricky, I'm sure.
Well, the thing too, it's like so he could probably.
You're patient zero.
Yeah, I mean, how many times a day could you go? Like 7, 8, the most, depending like how you plan your day around. I mean, you gotta regenerate here. You can't just be firing off. The clip will run dry eventually. I mean, there's only so much you could humanly do.
All right, let's not take this to a different level. Would you?
Listen, I'm in.
Rebecca, would you allow Kendall to get blown every day if he cured somebody with his load?
No.
No, you would let people die for your selfishness?
Selfish.
No,
selfish,
they could get it other ways.
Look, he's presenting this only. This is the only way. Just imagine.
Just like
He's the
porn
Robert
parody,
Neville of
Just
blowjobs.
like the porn parody, the only way to kill zombies is through jizz. It makes zero sense, but that was the point
All right, fine.
of the
Fine.
parody.
It doesn't mean I don't care about you. I don't love you anymore. I became a supernatural being. That's what it comes down to. And I'm just trying to help others.
Go ahead, have fun.
With supernatural
Oh, see, now we're
jizz.
making this about
No, it's
cheating. Is it cheating if I'm curing cancer?
It's still cheating.
Is it?
Yes.
You said last week it was cheating if you thought about
Right,
it. Or
exactly.
something. Now you're
If
flipping
you had
it
a
around.
dream.
Thanks,
Who
John.
gave you a blowjob? No. And now you're trying to sugarcoat it. I was curing cancer, baby.
Well, then, okay. I mean, again, then let's flip this, Peter and Kendall. Would you be okay with guys licking your mate's box if it cured cancer?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in it for the people.
You're such a
You see,
liar.
and
He
that's the
says
difference
that.
between men and women, because yes, I would be completely okay with my mate getting a blowjob if he's curing cancer. Completely okay with that.
Yeah, but you guys all say that. I don't believe him.
What do you mean
At
you don't
all.
believe me?
I don't believe you at all. You would not be okay with it.
Well, I think I would be more upset if people were ungrateful about it.
I would be fine with it if you're helping people.
I don't think you would be.
All right.
That's my opinion. I don't think you would be.
What do you mean you don't think I would be?
I don't think you would be.
I would
And
so
especially,
be.
especially since women can come multiple times, that means that she could service multiple people
Next.
during the day. And so it
Yeah,
would
take it to the
be
deli.
365
Now serving number
guys.
77.
Yeah, your vagina would have a deli counter, like a deli.
I'm next. I'm next.
Yeah.
I heard of the roast beef.
Where I would get mad is if people come over and said they had cancer. Like, I need to see lumps. I need to see lymph nodes swollen.
Doctor's note.
Well, yeah, I do think a doctor's note has to be required. It's
Prescription.
I gotta see skin scaling back. I
Written
gotta see-
prescription.
I can only imagine what that prescription would look like.
Okay, all right, we're gonna write you one dose of vagina.
Yeah.
This will just bring this to your pharmacy or Brown Street.
Yeah.
Would you be able to lay down that much, though? Would you be able to have that many people eating your box?
I wouldn't be able to sit after a while. Would it be sore?
And not just
You
that.
can't, because you know what? After 3 minutes of me and you finishing, you push me away.
Well, yeah, it gets sensitive.
Okay.
Of course. I don't think anybody could sit through it over and over and over.
And I'm actually thinking about the repercussions of this, because you couldn't go anywhere. People would know that you're the cancer saving jizz guy.
I know you're having a mozzarella and carosa right now, but I need this load. I really
you
need
could
this
not
load.
go anywhere. People would be constantly stopping you in the street and dropping to their knees. Constantly. You would not be able to go anywhere. And not just that, but I mean,
Ricky'd have to
guys
walk
are-
around in a skirt.
Guys are different from girls. I mean, you would think that, yes, even if it's just a person a day, 365 blowjobs, 366 with leap year, you would think, oh, that's my dream. But when you think about it, would it really be your dream? Would it? Especially because not everybody is good at giving blowjobs.
You're
You
gonna
know
get some
what I'm
nibblers.
saying? So I'm just saying it sounds great on paper. I get to have 365 people blow me, during the year. That's great. But when you think about it, it's not that great.
Well,
But here's the key: you can't spill a drop. You got to swallow that whole load.
You want to take it to a dark and twisted place?
Wow.
What about kids that have cancer?
Oh.
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad I wasn't.
What
the
are
one to
you
say
gonna
that.
do?
Heal my child.
We just got kicked off of Facebook for that.
Yeah, that was not even on my radar.
I had like triple-digit Facebook people to that.
Peter's like, I mean, is it terminal? They got a couple of years. Like 18, I'm fine, but hell, even 16 is like legal. I mean, they're not gonna die tomorrow, right?
What's up, Alan?
Jesus.
Yeah, rain over here too. If it's gonna cure people's ailments, I say let one go for the team.
You would be sequestered in your home forever. You could not go anywhere.
You gotta start doing like interviews. Like, all right, are you worthy?
Are you worthy?
Are you sponge worthy?
Have you done anything bad to people that you deserve my semen?
And that's a good point. Do you give it to? Do you cure everyone of cancer, or are there some people that don't, quote unquote, deserve to be cured of cancer?
Population control.
That's like it's not just ethical. Like, it's almost like deeper than that.
Yeah.
You're playing God.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, technically, cancer is like our only predator, really.
Would you allow Rebecca to be eating that much?
If it was to help people, yeah. But like we discussed, there's got to be some sort of regulation. There's got to be.
Doctors know.
Doctors know, yeah.
Regulation.
Right. It can't just be like, oh, I have this. Well, prove it.
Yeah.
I need written material. I need a signature.
Yeah, I need a Petri
CAT
dish.
scan, an X-ray,
A trained
something.
physician.
Well, then you would have a whole lab set up. Okay, you'd have a whole lab set up. All right. Before you can eat her box, you need to walk through like a maze.
Well, I imagine
You need to walk through. We
You
need to
would
make
need-
sure you have the cancer.
you would need some kind of medical facility. You're getting these people like right from the source. They're not like coming over your house and doing it. Because then that could just be anybody. That could be any. Excuse the expression, Johnny come lately. But you need to you'd be like working in a hospital.
Yeah, but you
you'd
can
have
only
like your
cure
own set room.
You can only cure a few people a day because how much jizz?
Well, exactly. I mean,
Adam says you'd be too busy grading papers.
Sorry, I got to get this done.
Yeah. How much jizz can you produce?
I mean, I know for me, the most that I could do is 365 people, and that
What?
would be
once a day.
365 people?
Yeah, once a day.
That's the most I could do.
How do you know you have that many loads?
That's what I'm saying. I could not do any more than 365. I'm saying that if I was able to do 365, that would be just short of a miracle for me.
I would abuse it. You remember what you said about me a couple of years ago? You're not sucking nothing. It'd be a karma dick, right? What? Now you want to be my friend? Now you believe in me? Yeah, no.
And I also I think you need a certain diet to maintain that amount of.
Well, your diet has to consist of
Fruit.
nutrients,
Lots
like
of fruits.
pineapple,
Yeah.
some Ensure.
You gotta be eating good foods.
You gotta wear loose slacks.
Real loose slacks.
Yeah, you gotta
Sweatpants every day.
You gotta keep the boys warm.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
A lot of work.
I mean, it would be great for a while, I'm sure. But again, not everybody is good at sucking dick.
And I don't know why Ricky'd be so upset. It's so fast. Like, it wouldn't be a lot of... I know Ricky'd be upset more to all the people in the house than anything else.
Ricky's like, I can set my watch by at 3, 2, 1, done.
Yeah, John, that's what I'm good for. Maybe 2 a day, 3 a day, not 8.
Wait, 2 or 3 a day?
I could do that.
Loads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it goes down in, volume. You can't be
But a
that...
day, though?
Why not? I've beaten off
Every
3
day?
times in a day.
Okay, so are you saying that at 49 you're able to do 2 or 3 loads a day, or are you saying that at 19 you are able to do 2 or 3 loads a day?
I could probably still do 2 or 3 tops, but they ain't going to be full liters.
Well,
Good.
that's where the diet comes
What's
in.
up there?
In between sessions, you got to be re-upping. Those chunky soups and stuff like that. You see the players, they
Drink plenty of Gatorade. You're gonna need all those electrolytes.
Don't get me wrong. After the 3rd fucking load, it's going to look like paella. Yellow and fishy.
Oh God!
I
What's
have
up,
to
Rich?
say that I'm good for 1. I literally empty the cannon. When I come, I empty the cannon. There is nothing left.
Yes, he did, Rich.
Well, I'm just saying it's.
No,
and
Rich
so
said you
for-
grew your beard.
For me to, for me to do anything more than that, I especially nowadays, I couldn't imagine.
Bullshit, John. You can't do 8 loads in a day. We should have him on the air and see if we can whip up 8 batches in 3 hours.
Jesus.
Seriously.
8 batches in how long?
3 hours.
No.
We'll get a hooker to do it.
No. You need to. If that's the case, you need to be a porn star.
Derek says, "Hey, boo."
Hey.
You got fucking fans, dude.
I know.
You should go on the chat once in a while.
I should.
They're like, "Oh, he grew his beard." You know, everybody remembers this show. They remember Boo. You ever notice that? Like, where's Boo? When he was gone for 3 weeks, where's Boo?
Well, it couldn't be helped.
You know what I would start doing, though, is I wouldn't, so the cheating factor, I understand. So I would start doing, like edibles. I would do jizz pizza. A full load.
Wait, but you just said that it has to come straight from the tap, though, in order for it to work.
You did say that.
Did I say that?
You did say that.
Yes, you did.
Well, we can change it. You know, it just.
Well, it is from the tap. It's just going on the pizza.
Yeah, but then why wouldn't you be? I mean, there's artificial, like you can inseminate somebody. So why does somebody have to blow you then?
Yeah. Because
it made the bit funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get blown than having to wet. Because you get blisters.
Yeah.
Well, then you can actually get semen extracted from your body.
Like a needle?
Yeah.
No.
You're not sticking a needle anywhere.
I'm just saying.
Well,
No,
we're
you
not
don't
saying
have to
that.
rub yourself
Don't just
raw.
say.
No.
You don't have to rub yourself raw that way.
That's what they have lube
Just
for.
take a big syringe.
Turkey baster, stick it down your urethra.
No
It
bueno.
sounds much more sanitary.
Yeah. No, they would actually go in behind your.
Oh,
balls.
Rich Leo says you're a
There's also the
cutie.
prostate pressure method.
Who?
Rich says you're a cutie.
Well, thank you, Rich. That's very kind of you. You're probably cute yourself.
No.
Oh, here we go.
But Dane's the only one for me.
Oh, I'm flattered, bro.
Boo's like, Dane's like, Boo, when you coming to visit?
Yeah, when are you coming to visit, bro?
Well, it's too cold now.
Well, that's true.
Fuck that.
It's never gone too far, John. This is the thing. We talk about things that. Oh yeah, there is an age factor, Adam. So, yeah, what age do you stop producing so many amounts of loads?
I don't know.
Well, also, what if he means the age factor of like people you're doing it to give them?
Well, we
the-
talked about
Oh yeah, like are we letting people in their 80s suck the jizz because like they've lived a good life?
Yeah. They walk in, she's like, "Please help my cancer, sir," and you're like, you had a good run, bitch. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, there's gonna be an age code.
When you're like 80, get the fuck out of here. Put the teeth back in.
That's what we're
Put them
talking
back
about.
in.
And not just that, but let's talk about the people that you aren't attracted to. I mean, if you're straight, then what if a guy comes in and says, I need this to happen?
I'm gonna
what are you
beat you
going
with
to
filler.
do? Or if even, and it doesn't even have to be a guy. What if it's a woman that you just are not attracted to in the least? What are you
I'm
gonna
at
do?
the age where it's like a blowjob is a blowjob, though. Like it doesn't even matter anymore.
Why don't I believe that? I believe that Ricky would be down. I feel like
She's giving him the.
Ricky's
That's
at the
fair.
point where if anybody ate it right now, she'd be happy.
That's not true at all.
If my name changed to anybody, then it should be great.
Anybody.
I mean, that's why I say that it should be done in the hospital. And you know how when a woman has a C-section, they put up that little barrier or that tent thing in front of her so that she doesn't see what's happening. That's what should happen. You should just be on an operating table. You have that little barrier thing, and they just bring in somebody, and you wouldn't even see them.
Yeah, but I come so quick that it would be in and out.
Yeah, but if
well,
you
but
were,
that's just saying you wouldn't have to see the person, and so you wouldn't have to.
True, Steven. Steve
You
says a
wouldn't-
blowjob from anyone is better than nothing.
yeah, but if you were getting them that often, you probably would not come that quickly.
True.
It's true. We cut
Oh,
down
no,
the
you know
sensitivity
me.
factor.
Yeah, but we don't do it that often. If we did it every day, it would not be 3 minutes.
She times it now.
She's
Ain't going.
hint,
She's
wink,
got the-
wink.
She's got the
And, oh. 318.
and go.
Come on.
I think you can do it.
The more you do it, the longer it lasts.
True.
Not
That
with me.
is.
No, I think about. Steve says depends on what you're thinking about. No, because sometimes I think about
Law and Order.
no, it's all going to make it become longer. I think about sweaters and shirts or stuff like that, and I still come quick.
Sweaters.
That takes training.
What training? I'm 49. How much more training do I need?
I'm saying you haven't trained to try.
This is why I didn't spend money on hookers, strippers, or anything that I would spend money on.
But have you practiced edging, though?
I practiced putting rubber bands around my cock, and it's still fucking... I can't.
Well,
Sounds
then
horrible.
maybe you're just quick on the draw.
I don't know what it is. I can't, like...
They make like sprays and stuff.
To numbing? Yeah, numbing spray. Yeah.
No,
He
Steve.
won't try things.
I mean, that's pretty mild, for doing stuff.
He won't try things.
Yeah. Thank you, Adam. See, I was in Vegas for a month and it was faithful. Yeah. But it's a waste. It's like, that's why I've never been to strip joints, because I know I walk in there, I already got a hard on, and I came before the first dance.
So can you come without even being touched?
Pretty much.
Interesting. I dated a guy like that once, where he got a lap dance from someone, and he actually came from the lap dance.
I went to a massage parlor one time, and I came before it was finished.
But were they touching your junk?
They were massaging it. Well, they grazed the butthole with the finger.
And that was it.
A quick grazing is all it took.
When you graze the butthole, I don't care if you're gay or straight.
I get it.
A good grazing of the butthole. Yeah, you know it, right? A good grazing of the butthole is... It's like hitting a bullseye on a dartboard on a dart league. It's the best feeling, dude. It's... Everybody's asshole's got sensitivity. I don't care who you are.
Agreed.
Right?
Yes.
Someone could blow on your asshole, right? And you're excited, no?
Very
yes.
specific.
And it's a shame that guys, that people, I shouldn't say just guys, but that people have such a hang up about the asshole, because there's a lot of nerve endings down there.
Right. You can put a eucalyptus lozenge in there and it feels good. Like when the menthol kicks in, forget it. It's all cold and sweet. And
So next time
next
you're at Walmart, folks, and you see Peter with a bag of Ricola, he don't have a cold.
Adam says his wife said no on the ass after he had a kid.
Interesting.
Derek says if it was, he pictures Hillary Clinton. Yeah, but I would even come with her in her younger days.
Yeah, she was hot when she was younger.
Right? I wouldn't even, you know who I would come with right now?
In college. It's like, oh shit.
Pelosi gets me hard.
Interesting.
And she's 90. Like a nice Suzanne Summers right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dating himself hard here.
Even Jack Tripper.
That Raquel Welch.
That's a Regal Beagle.
I used to actually fantasize about John Ritter, Jack Tripper. I used to, as a kid, I thought he was the hottest thing ever.
Steve is all like, booze all, come and knock on the door.
Yes.
There is nothing not ticklish or nice about the butthole. That's why men love their salad tossed by their women. Because then they can walk around saying, I'm not gay. You kind of are.
No, you're not.
Yeah, right? Have some chick lick my asshole and suck my balls at the same time. It's a dream. It's like going to a car wash and making sure there's no dirt left.
That's a skill.
Ricky, I made the best face. I look at her, she's just like, no.
And that's the problem. Everybody's like, oh, your asshole's gay. No, it's not. Like, having hemorrhoids is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
But when you talk about somebody cleaning it, like, that just,
rim
forget
jobs.
it. Ugh.
And that's the thing.
When my ass starts to leak and I get an itch, boy, and I scratch for 10 minutes, oh, my God, it's the best.
Oh, that's gross.
It's the best.
Oh, that's so gross. It's so gross. I'm so
Yeah, the
big
smell
on
is afterwards, but shit. The feeling ain't. You get past the smell.
Literally, shit.
No. Zing.
I don't give a
I
shit.
am
When
so-
I itch my ass, it feels amazing.
Okay.
It doesn't?
It does. I'm
Okay.
sure it does.
It does.
Well, when the itch is that bad, you got to do what you got to do.
My ass does leak
See-
after having milk. Yes, it does.
There's
a lot.
There's a distinction that people forget about between enjoying something and what it's actually gay. If you enjoy that a man is playing with your ass, that's gay. If you just enjoy having your lover, a woman, your wife, playing with your ass, nothing gay about that. It's a thing that you like that she does that you enjoy.
Hey, Boo, Derek wants to know if you ever done a rusty trombone?
No. Well, because that's a rim job with a hand job connected to it.
That's licking someone's ass and pulling on their crank.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
I like that you said crank.
Right. Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay.
Crank job. Franklin.
I think they could have given a better name for that.
The only thing that would stop me from being gay is seeing a pair of balls in my face.
Or a dick.
Well, no, that doesn't hurt me as much as balls.
Interesting.
Like, balls are not even pretty.
No, yeah, they're pretty.
Like, if you see porn and you see balls, that just ruins the whole movie.
I'm salivating.
Especially the pink, especially like really pink balls, like a Florida fucking barbecue. You don't want.
A Florida barbecue?
Yeah, other meat's pink. Yeah. You don't want to see balls. Who wants to see balls?
I do.
I know you do.
I really do. Dane, show me your balls.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Just drops trowel.
Yeah, right.
There you go, Facebook.
We just sit there and take it. Just let them do it.
Yeah, right.
I would have loved that. That would have been good
appreciate
radio,
that.
Dane. You missed your chance.
Good radio. You
That
know,
is good radio.
Maybe if we weren't on the Facebook Live right now.
Oh, that's the reason why. Okay.
Boy, you are trying, bitch.
Oh,
No, Boo.
no, I know.
I know what he flirt. Oh, that's what it is.
I appreciate.
He got it sexy with you. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Rihanna over here. Ricky needs to get a strap on and see what Pete does.
He won't go to VIP. Forget it.
She tried putting a dildo near my asshole once.
He enjoyed it.
I kind of did.
But he won't go to the store.
You
He
don't have to
will not
admit it.
go to VIP.
Did you just get a chill
Well,
or
why
was
does
that?
he have to go with you in order to get a dodo? Why can't you just pick one that you think is nice for you?
I can.
I went to the
Get a
VIP.
nice stubbly
No,
vibrator
you
and just
went
rub
to
it
the
around
Love
his hole.
Boutique. There's a
I
difference.
went to the Love Boutique once, and it was like going to a flea market for porn.
There's a huge
There was
difference.
video, VHS on the wall.
Yes.
stuff.
Boutique kind of.
There is a big difference between the two stores.
There is.
A big difference.
VHS.
But you're embarrassed in those stores.
But here's the problem: we go buy toys. I come in 3 minutes. It's a waste of money.
No, they help. They help.
You're saying that you would come in 3 minutes if a woman pegged you.
Oh yeah. I don't last literally, Boo. I don't last 3 minutes.
You'd have to throw away the toy though when you use it
3
once.
minutes
and
is
throw it away.
a-
You have it forever.
3 minutes is 5 songs and a commercial on a radio station. I don't last that long.
Yeah,
Wait,
you can
wait.
go 3 minutes and then I can go longer.
So then you're saying that you think that a woman pegging you would make you come.
Wait, hold on. Even that, Steve. Even if I jerk off before sex, I still come.
I get this weird thing, and I've had it all my life, where it's like I literally last, like I hold the load for 30 seconds and blow, but then after that, I can just stay hard for pretty much until
I
the
stay
girl is
hard.
done. Yeah, then just work through it.
It's got to be something with my brain because
Yeah.
if I do coke, I can last for a long time. Or if
Maybe-
I drink a lot too.
Right.
Interesting.
I can't
Yeah, I've actually
imagine
found that I last
how
longer
No,
if I
with
drink.
coke,
You have
I
a
can
good
last
point.
a good 30 minutes, seriously.
No. Yeah.
With liquor, I can last, what, 10, 15 minutes?
That depends on how much liquor you've had.
Right.
That's surprising to me because anybody that I've ever been with that has been drunk, it's like trying to bring spaghetti to life. You know what I'm saying?
Pushing rope.
Exactly.
Coming from a guy who burns spaghetti.
That's true. I did.
He's just trying to make it black.
I was.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Oh.
The Love Boutique.
Don't forget to come down to the Love Boutique where we have dildos from 1932. We still got dust on them, yeah. Come on down. And we have the cum that cures cancer. Gurgle, gurgle.
2-for-1 VHS special all weekend long.
Yeah, buddy. You know, my cum I would try to manufacture like a Chico stick.
What?
A Chico stick. You're too young if you don't know what those are.
I don't know.
Boo, you remember a Chico stick?
A what?
A Chico stick.
Chico stick.
No.
What?
You don't know a Chico stick? The orange thing that had the chicken on it.
It's almost,
oh, yes.
It almost tastes like a Butterfinger without the chocolate.
Yes.
Yes.
Boo, I like this song so much, I got to share it with you. We got to do this every week. We got to do like an Ellen type thing, but like a 30-second dance-off, right? We'll see what Boo does.
Boo just goes to town.
Yeah, you ready, Boo? Ready? White people dance. Yeah, baby. Yeah, girl. Woo! Listen, listen. Every word I say, every word I say. Stopping. That would be my logo for my cum. Ain't no stopping it now. Stopping it now. Yes, Roller Magic.
We gonna.
Yeah, the music's off the. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Look at him. He's reaching.
On the move.
He's reaching for the stars, girl. Look at you. Yes, you did stop watching Chicago because we're funny. That's right. And there's another musical break because I know there's some roller skating people listening. Ready?
All the hands.
White people go, yeah. Woo! We're gonna wrap it up over. That was the best fucking
Now we're gonna
era
change
for
directions.
music.
Everybody go the other way around. I miss going to roller skating rinks.
Tell your friends, tell your people this show's funny. Share it, motherfuckers.
Share the love.
All right, here's the best part right here. Ready? Get your skates. Ready, everybody? Ready? Here we go. Show me your boobs. Groove it. Ain't no stopping us now. I like your boobs. Yeah, man. We gotta turn it down. Facebook fucks us up if we don't. So.
Oh.
Yeah, they fuck us up, man. Yes, Bob's going to Dallas. Good for you. I hope they don't lose this time. All right, if you guys want to hear a song, man, just fucking tell us on Facebook. Because I know I got some roller skating friends on here. What's up, Anne-Marie? Yes, we do need a roller skating reunion. Ain't no stopping us now. In Boo's song, it would be, my bitch is dropping his trowel. He's got the goo.
I'm going to suck.
Oh,
I'm going to suck.
Boo's dropping his trowel. Gonna get fucked. Hey.
All right, Derek says, come on, get up.
Dropping.
All right, we'll try that one.
My boo's dropping his trowel.
Janet
Gonna
Jackson,
get fucked.
Derek? I don't want to play a song and everybody leaves. Yep.
What?
And we're good.
Let's stay with the old shit. Fuck the requests.
Yeah.
I am so fucking hungry.
Girl.
I am. I'm starving.
Oh, wait a minute. If you're a roller skating buff, you're going to like this one. Trust me. All right? You're going to like this one. Here we go. Oh, come on. Let's go. Clap your hands, everybody on Facebook. What? Yeah, man. You don't need no freestyle. You got DJ Pete back here, motherfucker. Here we go. Ready? I remember watching these motherfuckers in Hartford. Oh, shit. Right now, I got my black boots with my American Dream wheels and my sparkle laces. And I'm dancing like a motherfucker, boy. In the middle of that dance floor. 1987, baby. Y'all don't know. Y'all are young. Look at all the loves and all the laughs I'm getting.
I was a year old in 87, man.
Listen, we were on the speed team
Yeah.
at Roller Magic. And this song will come out and you see a fucking bunch of people doing like 100. Doing the organ. Ah, man. We roller skated like motherfucker. Waterbury represent, motherfucker. I should do a reunion. Hell yeah, man. I'm getting all these hearts. That's because you know what's up. I can see Booth slaying the dude to this right now. Stab him in the back of his head. Ooh. What's my name, motherfucker? What's my name? We don't need a disco ball, Rich. The sweat from Boo's head would light up the room. Woo! Look at Boo dance, get it, girl. Shake those titties. You just don't know. If I could have one wish, instead of curing people with my cum, would be to bring all you guys back to the fucking 70s, 80s.
I dig that.
Oh, man. You know, not even 70s. Let's do the roller skating era. Right, Boo?
Can't really hear you.
Oh, okay. Let me, hold on. Let me stop the share. I said we should bring everybody back to the roller skating days.
Yes.
Right or wrong? With our tight-ass Sergio Valentes. Our tight-ass Jordache.
Well, I believe there is video evidence as to why I should never be on skates again.
Oh, I had to delete that video. I wish I never did. I was following Boo. We went roller skating. And I was following Boo the whole time. You would think someone just started to walk. He did good, though. No, he did good. I'm not going to bust on him the whole time, but he did good towards the end. He stayed longer than everybody else, though.
That's true. I thought that being on roller skates would be like riding a bike. It had been decades since I've been in roller skates, and I tried, and I think I fell once or twice, but it was harder than I remembered it being.
You don't need some egotistical cocksucker going by you all the time going, ha ha! Ha ha!
Exactly.
That was me. I was making fun of everybody.
Yeah. I would want to go skating with you. That'd be fun. We should do this soon.
Bro, I was on the speed team to dance. Ask Anne-Marie. She knows.
I'm a fast skater. I'm not good at going backwards.
What?
I can skate forwards like a pro, but
I can do
backwards,
sideways, bro.
That's cool.
You know what the problem is?
Sideways.
Bitch, come back. I'll show you. You know what the problem was? It's not that I'm not bragging, but what's up, John? It's my brother ran a skating rink for years.
Yeah, remember when
and my mother back in the day, like, we didn't have to worry about child abduction and shit. Like, we can go outside for 12 hours. If you missed dinner and then your ass was beat. But if you were outside, as long as you were within calling distance. Well, my brother ran a roller skating rink for 10 years. Yeah. And my mother, because she was single, wanted to go out. She wanted to go to the mall during the day and then go out drinking and meeting guys at night because my father died. What's the best thing you do when you got a fucking 10 or 11-year-old?
Send him to the skating rink.
She would drop me off at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday at Skate Odyssey and then pick me up at 11 o'clock at night. But she would hope that my friends would ask me to sleep over because then she would have to come get me till Sunday.
Yeah.
And my friends would let me sleep over all the time. So I would skate from 8 in the morning, Dane. And they had these breaks. So it was 8 to 12 was the morning skate. And then there was 1 to 5 afternoon skate. And then 6 to 10 public skate. And then midnight to fucking 4 in the morning was soul night. If you were white, you weren't allowed. So either you worked there or you were cool with the black people.
Nice.
And I was cool with them. I was little. I was skating. And I would skate the whole time. I would skate from 8 in the morning till like 2 in the morning. Literally not stop. When I say literally not stop, the only time I would stop was to be to go get pizza or to go kiss girls or to do whatever. Like I would not stop. And I did that for fucking 10 years. So that's why my calves, like I'm fucking 200 pounds, but my calves will never, my calves will never be 200 pounds because it remembered my calves. It remembered all the work that I did, you know.
Decade of skating,
dude. I would skate for hours, and then I was get a chance to be on the dance team, on the speed team, all that shit. Nice. That's why I had a hard time when we went because my calves were hurting. I'm like, damn, am I going to be able to do this? We went roller skating. A little wobbly in the beginning, but then I got it back up. Yeah. Once your body, it's like riding a bike, dude. Once your body remembers,
that muscle memory kicks in.
Yeah, but still, there's no need for a 48-year-old to be on skates.
Why?
Why not? Have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you want. Do what you like.
I look like that creepy guy, that Puerto Rican guy with the white hair that's still skating. He still got the same skates from 1986.
That's like when you see like pictures of ravers, and it's like all these like 19-year-old kids that are like kind of amorphous, and then there's like that one like old like 30-year-old dude who's got like a beard, and he's wearing all like the fucking tie-dye and shit. It's like, what are you doing?
That one annoying guy that's going on the skate rink, he's passing all the kids down, he's going, woo! Yeah. Woo! Yeah. I hate that dude. That was that guy there, remember? Buddha, fucking Puerto Rican old guy.
I liked him.
Yeah, you did.
I thought he was funny.
That's because he had a door sock in his pants.
No, I just thought he was funny.
He kept driving around and kept going, woo! Woo! You know those white Puerto Ricans?
Yep.
Those Puerto Ricans, but they act white.
Yeah. Feeling himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had the tight-ass white t-shirt on.
Yeah.
You know he just got it from Walmart before he came there. Seriously, man. And Roller Magic still has the same pizza machine, I think. That's where you went, was Roller Magic, boo.
I didn't get to go to a gay bar while I was up there, by the way.
You did a few gay things, trust me.
I did a few gay things, but I didn't go to a gay bar while I was up there, which I assume that gay bars are the same everywhere, so I'm sure I didn't miss out on anything, but yeah.
There's one gay bar in this area, right?
I have no idea.
The one that I know of, the one at Fairfield. Dane?
I'm sure there's probably quite a few gay bars. I just don't know of all of them.
Slacks on Main.
Oh, there's a black gay bar. It's called Dookie's.
Gross.
There's a Peekaboo.
What?
Peekaboo?
I think they're making that up.
That's Rich Leo. He's saying there's Peekaboo.
You're probably supposed to be you probably meant to type
okay.
I don't know.
You know, it's interesting that at first I was going to have a problem. It's like, why don't you guys know of any gay bars? But I mean, I know of plenty of, I am going to have a problem with this because now that I think about it, I know of plenty of straight bars.
Well, that's
normal.
I was gonna say straight bars is a bar. It's just a bar. Like there's just bars. Like you can't be mad at us for that. Like I know plenty of bars. Like yeah.
But
True though.
How do you not know where the gay bars are though? That doesn't make sense.
Because they're underground. They're not like flaunting it.
That's not true. Well, okay. Well, maybe they are in Connecticut, but
Connecticut.
in Oklahoma City, Well, in Oklahoma City, they're very much but.
Oh wait, Rich meant to say peekaboo.
By that logic, though, it's almost like you're saying, "Well, how come you guys are straight? You don't know where all the gentlemen's clubs are." It's like because we don't go to them. Like,
yeah, I don't do strip joints.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like that would be the equivalent. The closest thing I would imagine to what you meant when you mentioned straight bars before. Like, would be the strip club. It's like, yeah, I don't know where they all are because I don't go to them.
Well, I guess, and Dane, I guess it just surprises me that there is no gay ghetto in Connecticut.
There is. It's called Hamden.
In almost every major city, there is a gay ghetto.
I've never
wherein all of the gay bars are, or at least a lot of them are, or all of the gay and gay-friendly shops are and restaurants are.
Oh, okay. There's
according to Rich Boo, they hide.
I don't know. I feel like Connecticut's, or at least the areas that we live in, are more of a melting pot, and I think a lot of people just combine in a lot of the places. Like I think downtown New Haven, I think like any bar is gay friendly.
Oh, the bar is on Wednesdays.
There is a place, if I remember correctly, like right on Church Street. Isn't Gotham? Isn't that a gay bar?
Bar is gay on Wednesdays.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a
Gotham
gay
ain't
bar
gay.
or if it's just a lot of gay people go
gay
there.
night.
Okay, that's what it is then. Because I know I've heard of that, but
it just surprises me that there's no such thing as a gay ghetto. I mean, in New York City, there Manhattan alone, West Village, Chelsea. At least when I was there, I mean, there are sections of town where before gentrification happened, that gay people would go and hang out because it was friendly. And it just surprises me that that's not a thing in Connecticut.
Adam says no one can afford to spend money in Connecticut, so that's why there's no straight or gay goes.
And unless it could be a thing and we just don't know about it.
Yeah.
Or no, too many heterosexual know where the gay bars are, they'll never tell you. Because they don't want you to know that they know.
What?
True, too.
Right? If I knew where they were and I told you, you'd be like, a suspect.
No.
How do you know where they are?
I wouldn't think
No, Ricky
suspect
would be
at
there.
all.
Not you, but Ricky would be like, oh, how do you know?
I feel like there's just people are so different around here. At least it seems that everybody intermingles.
Well, like in Oklahoma City, for instance, there is a gay ghetto. It's off of 39th and Penn. It's where the majority of the gay clubs are. It's where a lot of where a lot of gay-friendly businesses are, and it's not very big, but it's a definite section of town wherein if you asked anybody where's the gay ghetto, they would say 39th and Penn.
That's why all those state cops wear those tight-ass pants. In Oklahoma.
Now, as far as
y'all
gay-friendly businesses, as you know, time has progressed, those, I mean, they're everywhere now. You know, so it's not as if you have to go to the gay ghetto to get to a gay-friendly business. Those things are everywhere now. But and maybe gay ghettos are becoming a thing of the past. Maybe Ricky's right. Maybe it's just people are more commingling now and all of that. Maybe it's become a thing of the past. Maybe.
Which is nice, I think. No?
Well, I guess. I guess. I like going. Every now and again, I will find myself in a gay bar and I'll think, this is nice for like 20 minutes, and then I'll think, why the hell am I here? Why am I here? What I found is clubs in general are for people Dane's age and Kendall's age and Rebecca's age.
Right.
People my age are starting to like not go to clubs anymore. Like me and my friends constantly lament about how like, it's just we're not that young anymore. Like I'm much more comfortable like sitting home on a Friday night, like playing video games or watching a movie than I am going out to a club.
Peter, we're having a show here. I don't know.
I know, but Culture Club's on.
He's in the gay ghetto.
Oh, is he?
Culture Club's on. I don't give a fuck.
That's where the gay ghetto is.
There it is.
Boy George look good. Still.
PR.
I always thought he was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen
Me
when I was
too.
a kid.
We were talking about that last week. Like,
yeah.
If you were gonna suck a dick, it'd be his.
If I would suck a dick?
No, not you. We know you would.
I just thought he was beautiful, and I still do. I think he's a beautiful, beautiful person.
He still looks the same.
I wouldn't go that far.
Look at the picture.
Drugs did a little bit of a number on him.
I've done plenty of drugs, and I look fabulous.
I kind of think he looks better.
Who's that boy?
Better?
Better than he used to.
Does he look more masculine now?
No, he still looks like a chick. Right? But he had the goatee, right? Was that
Yeah,
right?
some beard action going.
All right.
Yeah, remember last week when you were playing that video, that like kung fu video?
Yeah, real weird video.
That was the strangest fucking video. Just a bunch of men fighting. We were all thinking like, if Boo were here right now.
What kind of video was it? Was it like...
Play the video, Peter. He wants to see it.
What video?
That Culture Club video or whatever, the one with the like kung fu, whatever that was going on.
A lot of unnecessary flexing.
Yeah,
and,
you played it last week.
Wasn't that for this song?
This song?
Everybody was kung fu fighting?
No. It was, the video just had
was
like
this song?
guys like
This song?
fighting.
I think.
Might have been.
Oh, hold on, bro.
There was like some
sure.
Japanese.
Yeah, it was like there's a very Oriental theme.
Yeah.
And that's when we were all talking about. We were looking at Boy George. We're like, yeah, it was a pretty girl. A real pretty girl back in the day.
What is this? Time Won't Give Me Time? Clock of the Heart?
Maybe?
I don't know.
I
don't remember
know
the
the
song.
song.
It was
I
just
think it
funny
was
to
this
watch.
song.
No, this is not the video.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's try this one.
This is not
Let's
the
try
video.
this one. Hang on.
I love that video, and that wasn't it. Oh, it's Rolf from The Muppet Show.
Oh, I like
Here we go. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
there
so.
It is, yeah.
Miss Me Blind.
Yeah.
That's my
it.
jam, though, right there, girl.
Yeah.
The video was so over the top.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
amazing.
There's these men like just like karate fighting or whatever it was. They're like, we were just like, oh, this is Boo's heaven right now.
That's my jam right there, though.
Mm.
Oh, that's right, because I was talking about the guitar solo.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Such a white guy did.
I don't understand what's going on in this video.
Right.
But then again, I never did.
Yeah.
It was the 80s, you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so gorgeous. Look at him. Oh, he's wonderful.
That's what I don't understand. So gay guys want to be gay with other guys, right? And then you got
Sure.
someone like Boy George who looks like a girl,
Right?
and they're like, oh my god, he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Why not
Because
stay
he-
guy?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I want to have sex with him.
Oh, okay. Yes, you do.
No, I really have never wanted to have sex with Boy George. Ever.
Who didn't?
I didn't. Ever.
That's because he looked like a girl.
It was the 80s. There was no real such. There were no lines anymore.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was this song.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the flexing men. This is Culture Club. Nothing's happening.
Yeah, this video made no sense, Boo. Like, how is I Know You Miss Me into something Oriental?
I don't know. And not just that, but it doesn't make sense. That there's shit is happening and none of it makes sense.
Is that when? Oh, thank you. Is that when gay was like coming out strong? Was it this era, or was it after Robert? What's his name?
I
died?
don't know. I would say it was. I mean, because in the 80s, let's remember that was the height of the AIDS crisis in the 80s and throughout the 90s, probably.
And it was neon too.
I would say it was probably. I would say gay was becoming more and more accepted until AIDS hit, and once AIDS hit, then it went back in the closet. And it wasn't until we got a hold on AIDS and HIV that people began to started becoming more mainstream again.
Oh, Adam says Northwest 39th Street in Oklahoma City. Or
Yes.
Brady Arts District in Tulsa.
Yes.
Both gay.
Both gay.
Okay.
Yes.
You got somebody here that knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
One of our newest fans, Adam.
Well, thanks for joining us, Adam.
He's been out for a few weeks. We've gained a few fans since you've been.
Well, that's great.
It's because I've been sharing it to pages that. But no, I think there's a lot of Street Pete shit too. But that's my jam right here, though. I miss Culture Club. Every time I do a show, Ricky's like, he's so gay. So more and more gay. You can be a straight heterosexual man and like gay shit.
I didn't see any bodybuilders. I didn't see anybody flexing. Nothing happened.
Oh, right here.
Oh, here we are.
There we go. See?
What is up with that dude's hair? I never understood his hair.
Look at his smile. See, he's so happy now.
This is so ridiculous.
I knew something like that happened.
I'm smiling because I'm laughing. It's like, I don't understand.
Can Facebook see what you're playing?
No, I don't want to get in trouble.
I think it's the most over-the-top music video of all time.
Yes,
it
it
definitely, it's up there.
Yeah.
What was over the top was these guys' haircuts.
It just makes zero sense with the
Yeah.
song that's going on.
Makes no sense with the song going on.
That's what I said.
And Facebook doesn't need to see what we're seeing. They can go Google it themselves.
Yeah.
YouTube themselves.
A ridiculous song.
Well, there wasn't a big budget for videos back then.
Well, or I should say, it's not a ridiculous song. It's a ridiculous video.
And then you played us that creep show one with the dude singing like to that 16-year-old girl or whatever. And he was like creepy.
That played early on in the
She's
show.
just 16 years old.
In the first hour, I was hearing it playing in the background.
Leave her alone.
Like, it would have been so bad if that dude didn't look like he was like 40.
Weird-looking guy.
Yeah, very weird-looking guy. It was creepy.
Johnny hates jazz. Shattered dreams.
Don't
So
you love
you're
this
giving
song?
me-
Boo, we need to go back. Fuck these kids. These fucking dude. There wasn't a bad song in when we grew up, man.
I kind of agree.
Come on, you don't tell me on a Sunday you heard this song at like 3 in the afternoon. You're like, yes, this made my weekend. This is a Sunday afternoon song. You know how certain songs have certain days?
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Like Mary J. Blige, if you weren't walking with your girlfriend or wife in Central Park, it had no meaning to it. Seriously, that's like how I remember Mary J. Blige. Like, if you weren't in love, listening to Mary J. Blige in New York, then it wasn't just. But this shit right here, it's like we had our weekend, we had fun. The grass clippings on the back from laying on the grass all weekend. And then came home, we had to take a shower or a bath. No, it was baths back then.
Yeah.
And we had the ring around the tub, and I always tried to make the ring around the tub the darkest I could. Like, from being dirt. And then this would play, like on the radio, this would play, and you're like, this just ended my weekend.
Yeah.
There's certain songs like this just ended my weekend. You have to have songs, like, back then, right, Boo? Music was our life. So we had music that we partied to all weekend. We had music that ended our weekend. We had music that started our weekend. Like, 80s was the best, man.
I agree.
I'm not saying your
that's all we
generation don't
had.
have good music.
But back then, that's really all we had. All we had was the radio and MTV. You know?
Yeah, that's all we had was radio back then. We had to buy music, you fuckers. A record for me as a DJ was $10 a single. Sucked. Remember, Boo? We used to fucking put paper in the holes of our cassette tapes and record them.
Yes, absolutely.
They would pull the tabs out of the tapes so you couldn't record. We figured it out.
Yeah.
That's what fucking music sharing was. You went over to your friend's house and recorded a tape.
Yeah, you had a mixtape.
And if you were broke, your friend had the tape recorder with the orange record button, and you would get a radio or some kind of recorder and record out of that little speaker.
Just hold it over.
Yeah. The whole album. Right, Boo?
We used to record our songs
Yes.
off of the radio.
Right, the
Yeah.
radio.
Not even like.
And you get pissed off when it was a song that like you really liked, and the DJ would start talking over it.
Yeah, because there was no editing back then. Like, that's how I learned Sucker MC, the rap. I let it play for a fucking verse, and then I pause it. Write it down. Let it play for a verse, pause it. Write it down. Yeah, because when we had DJs and shit back then, the Saturday mix. And then there was commercials, like, motherfucker. But we had good radio back then, too, though.
Yeah.
We had really good radio back then. There wasn't the repeat and the...
Well, again, I don't know how true that is. There were plenty of songs that were on heavy rotation.
Hey, Magic, DJ Magic. What's up, buddy?
Hey, there he is.
What's up, Don? What's up, Tammy? No, but back then we appreciated music, dude. Trust me. I think we did.
Well, interestingly enough, Johnny Hates Jazz is still recording music,
Ooh!
and they're still touring.
Shit.
You know the song he's talking about?
We were just talking about the song that we were...
Johnny Hates Jazz.
Oh, no,
yeah,
no,
Shattered Dreams.
What's
Shattered
it?
Dreams.
What's it? That's a good song, too. See?
I can dream about
Come
you
on!
if I can't hold you tonight.
This was roller skating music, man. You remember
So what
Chris?
you looking at,
Chris,
Dane?
you remember this shit at Skate Odyssey and Roller Magic, bro?
My phone.
Oh. I can
Sending a
dream about you if I can hold you tonight. Come on. In my mother's red Comet, the 4-door Comet. Hearing this on the radio, man. Listen, I'm going to bring you back to, so we went to this place. Chris can deal with this or understand this. So back in the day before people can afford computers, Burger King had this way of ordering food where I don't know if it was a computer or whatever it was, but it had a printer. So when you went to Burger King, it had the microphone. You guys remember this or no? You're too young.
I've seen places that have microphones still.
No. So when you went to Burger King, you were like, Whopper? Whopper! And it went over the whole speaker. Fries! Milkshake? Milkshake!
I do remember that.
And no, it was a microphone on the table. And then they had this thing, like, it was so, me and my Waterbury friends, Chris can understand. We were so broke, but we knew how to eat. We knew how to get whatever we needed. We knew how to eat. So Burger King on Thomaston Avenue is still there 50 years later. They would get so you would order your burger, whatever you ordered, and they would put it on a receipt and put it on the counter. And there was like an assembly line. So the next person would come in, they put the receipt on the counter, and they would slide it down. Well, I got a friend named Chili Willie, big black dude, fucking 240 pounds. He used to steal his mother's Valentine's stuff. Like, he'd go to CVS, has his picture on the wall still. He stole so much shit. He's like, yo, you see what they're doing? I'm like, no. Me, Craig Miller, Nikki Lambo, everybody. He goes, hold on. So he picks the receipts up from the ground. Because people would take the receipts and throw them on the ground.
Yeah.
Picks the receipts up from the ground and throws them back on the counter.
Yeah.
And there would be 5 of us standing in front of these receipts, and they didn't know, so they would read the receipt and go grab the food again, and we would get free food.
That's
Dude.
That's awesome.
When you're broke and you lived in Waterbury, you just did whatever you had to do. That's the funniest thing. Like,
awesome.
Man.
I wish it could still work that way. I know. So much free food.
Remember Chris Wilbur? Yes, Wilbur. I miss my Greg and my Craig Miller and Wilbur and Bobby Lavienne and Nikki Lambo, all them people.
Are those
Yo,
the same
we had a
Millers that own
blast
the car
at this
dealership?
place. Huh?
Are those the same Millers that own the car dealership now?
No, man. Half these people are dead. One is a New Haven cop. We had so much fun. Like that whole Burger King. Like we introduced weed to ourselves. So we would have to fucking like smoke weed, and then how else are we gonna buy food? The ticket. And that Burger King is still there. And I know I keep reminiscing about shit, but you guys, Boo, I don't know what Boo did when he was in his 80s.
Now I'm getting Burger King after this.
I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah.
I do this to you guys all the time.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ate before I came here, too, but now it's like...
And I know everybody says that, their neighborhoods are great. Everybody's got their own stories, but fuck me. If fucking Skate Odyssey and Colonial Plaza wasn't the greatest. Now it's a ghost town.
See, for me and my friends, it was the Connecticut Post Mall.
Yeah,
like,
see,
on
that's...
the weekends, like, that's what we would, like, we would
That's
go
the
from
thing.
open till close. We would, like, take the bus, and we would just show up, and we didn't, none of us had money, and, like, or we'd have very little money, so we'd get, like, a 20-piece nugget or whatever.
Yeah.
We'd all pool our money and share it,
See, the problem was I hung around in Waterbury, which is predominantly black,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother always gave me money, so the black people would always hang out with me.
Yeah.
Because they know I can get the fucking cheeseburgers and shit when we got high. Because my mother would give me an allowance when she dropped me off for 3 days.
Yeah.
Here's $50. Go. Make
Survive.
sure you eat.
That's what you got.
And there was, and to be honest, there was no. I remember to this day, I walked into, Chris can hear this. Lakewood Projects, you guys don't know about it. Lakewood Projects is predominantly black. Like, you couldn't go in there, nothing. And I remember walking in, and the black guy goes, "You lucky." I mean, I'm lucky. He's like, "You lucky. You're the first white motherfucker that ever walked through my door." But you know what? Back then, like, this is why I go on my tantrums and on Facebook. Is like, I didn't grow up with "you're black, you're white" shit. I'm not trying to be a commercial. Like, we made fun of black people and they made fun of us. Like, your mama jokes derived from our era. Like, we didn't care what color you were. And it was cool to hang out with black people, and it was cool to hang out with Puerto Ricans, and it was cool to hang out with white people. This is why I don't understand 40 years later how we're traveling back in time. I look at the buses in here in West Haven. I don't see this diversity bullshit. I don't see it. But you guys can't compare what I saw growing up to what you guys see now. I don't know what you see because I don't choose to see it. I don't choose to see it because I want to be blind. I don't choose to see it because that's not what we saw growing up. I don't see Boo as a gay black man. I see Boo as my friend. Not my friend, my family. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't grow up like that. We didn't give a fuck what you were. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Like, we mingled. Like, we roller skated. White people going into Soul Night was unheard of back in the day. You know, like, white people going to, if Chris can vouch for me on Soul Night, he knows what Soul Night was. Like, you had to be really cool to hang out at Soul Night because it was nothing but soul. That's what they called R&B and shit back then, soul.
Blame ratings. Hollywood and the media. Everybody makes a big deal. What the hell?
You know, it's... Yeah, me and Derek used to take the train to fucking Ansonia and breakdance in the projects.
That's cool.
2 white kids getting on the train going to projects. We didn't have this fucking... I live in West... I don't see this division of color. Like, yeah, there's assholes out there. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. So that's why people take me as racist a lot of times. Like, I don't see it. I don't want to see it. I don't choose to see it. I don't give a fuck if you suck dick, and I don't give a fuck if you're white and whatever. But I don't care about that shit. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Plain and simple. You know?
Is there music going on, Peter?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why, you can't hear us?
Well, I kinda. It was like going through a Burger King drive-through, though. I mean, what I did hear, the only thing that I can say to that is, I feel like we should all see each other for who we are.
Boo, was it that back when we were coming up, the racial shit wasn't as bad as it is now.
I think it depended upon where you were and who you were hanging out with. I honestly think that that this administration, and I'm not trying to get political, but I think it has shown a light on what's already there. I don't think that, all this racial shit that we're going through right now, I don't think it's new. I don't think it's anything that hasn't already been there. It's just that these last 3 or 4 years, a light has been shown on it. And, news channels have to fill up 24 hours every day. So, if it bleeds, it leads. And, the more salacious it is, it's put out there that way. And so, we're being inundated with it, not because it's brand new, but because
it's relevant.
They have to fill out 24 hours every day. And
is rubbing my nipples racial?
What?
Is rubbing my nipples racial?
Only...
in a straight world?
I have nothing to say to that. I thought I had a joke.
What color are your nipples?
But being able to see people for who they really are and accept them and love them for who they really are is something that we should all strive to be, instead of seeing them for what they want, for what we want them to be, seeing people for who they really are, and accepting and loving them anyway.
Yeah, but whatever happened to seeing someone for what they are, like you're an asshole? Why does everybody got to be related? No, not Dane is not an asshole. Why does everybody got to be racist? Oh, you're racist because you have a different opinion. No. I don't like black people. I don't like any people if I don't like you. Seriously. It's not a color with me. And I hate being classified as racist when it's something that I don't... Dude, are you serious?
Who's calling you racist?
Not you guys, because you guys are...
We know
see
you.
me every... Yeah. But like on Facebook all the time, I go on these fucking rants and people like... And they end it with everything was racist. Like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
My credit score is 220. No, I'm saying, like, it's a way to win a fight.
It's a way to silence a different opinion.
Why? I mean,
it's a way to control.
Well,
I'm sorry. That's the other thing. Why does anybody engage in online debate anymore? It just seems ridiculous.
It draws you in. And
it's the winning.
Man,
I've said this on this show before. It was something I read a long time ago, and I try to adhere to it to this day. Winning a debate or an argument over the internet is like winning the Special Olympics. After it's all over, you're still retarded. It's like, it's like you can't. I mean, it's all this stuff, Peter, that you're talking about. It's funny because a lot of it, like I said earlier, and you're kind of saying the same thing. Blame Hollywood and blame the media. I mean, it's like I was saying earlier. It's like there have been TV shows with female leads and people of color for years, but now all of a sudden, when there is one, it's like, oh, look at this brand new show that has a black star, or look at this brand new show that has a woman in it, and it's like it's so powerful and different because white men have been on TV for too long, and we're taking it back. And it's like, no, you're fucking not. Did you watch the Golden Girls? That was a show of all women, and it was hilarious, and people fucking loved it.
Here's what's rich about the whole Me Too movement shit right now is Madonna made a career on fucking blowing people. Seriously. She made a career on blowing people, and so did half of Hollywood back in the day. You know what the problem is everybody doesn't want to be outed. They don't want to... if I suck 10 cocks to be fucking Ross on Friends, I'm telling you I suck 10 cocks. I don't give a shit. Like Madonna, as hypocritical as she's moving to Portugal, stay out of my country, first of all, bitch. Yeah. Do not go to my country because my people do not welcome you.
Booze face.
She sucked cock to get her career. And it was okay back then. All of a sudden, it's I want to relate with the fucking generation, and now it's not okay to suck cock to get to the top. Bitch, if I got to suck 10 cocks to get to the top, give me a fucking bib because I'm sucking.
That's why it strikes me
know
so
what I
odd
mean?
that you don't like Joe Rogan. because he says that exact same thing in one of his stand-ups. Like, and it's funny to me that you don't like him because you guys say similar shit. It's funny to me.
I don't like him because he's successful.
Why? What did he say? Like he would suck dick?
Well, he was talking about he makes a joke about the Weinstein thing, and he was saying how he's like if Harvey Weinstein propositioned my daughter, I like any other guy in this audience would want to fuck him up. He's like, but if Harvina Weinstein came up to my son with a solid contract, I'd be like, dude, you're gonna be Batman. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he's more or less. I mean, he's taking a different approach to it, but he's kind of saying the same thing to a degree. Like, it's just like, you know. It's not okay in one instance, but it's okay in another. I don't know. It's just it's a similar vein. It's a similar vein. Is what I'm saying.
But the thing
it's a different joke, but it's a similar vein.
And the thing is about sex and in Hollywood is that you can only sleep your way to the middle.
Not that Madonna didn't.
What?
Madonna. Okay, first of all, Madonna may have slept her way to getting, her first album, but after that she had to stay, and that's why I say you can only sleep your way to the middle. Madonna was not sleeping with everyone. I would say probably after.
She hasn't been relevant since Vogue.
But what I'm saying is probably after like a Virgin. After that album came out, she probably stopped sleeping with people. I would assume because then she had to, that was her second album. She had to prove herself, and she has. I mean, she's 60-some years old and she's still out there geriatrically dancing on stage.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Boo. Yes, she had to maintain by hard work, but the point that Peter's making is that in order to get in, she did what she did, and it was known that she did what she did to get there. She might have had to work hard afterwards to sustain it, but the point that Peter was making, not to throw you off your train here, but the point that he's making though is that she still did what she did to get there.
Right, which is why I say again, you can only sleep your way to the middle.
Yeah.
You have to prove yourself after a while, or else you just become.
But who of us in this room wouldn't blow somebody to get to the top?
Again, you can't blow someone to get to the top. You can only blow someone to get to the middle.
Ricky looked at me like I wouldn't. Like,
I really
if I made it to the top, you'd have to blow me, and you made it. Then it's the same thing.
No.
It's a hand-me-down.
Some people don't want to be at the top.
Again,
Boo hates
middle.
being a top.
Yeah.
Middle. You can only sleep your way to the middle. It's sort of like with Marilyn Monroe, and of course her situation was
slept her way to the White House.
I feel like she was victimized a lot more than she actually took things into her own hands, at least at the beginning of her career. But she had to eventually prove herself. I mean, too bad she died before she could continue on the path. But her last couple of movies were dramatic roles, and she really dug deep in those roles, and they were really good. She was actually a really good actress, but again, life cut short. But she had to sleep her way to the middle, and then when she was there, she had to prove herself, which she did for many years, and she was heading to a different phase in her career when she was killed, allegedly. So,
you think we'll ever see Rebecca in a scandal with children in school?
I would. Well, I was going to say I would
not children, but like 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds.
I hope not.
I know you hope not.
Yeah, what a bummer, really.
I actually want to see Rebecca and Kendall go on a bender and
drink?
Yes, and start humping in their car and get a police arrest them for public intoxication.
Only if it's my cousin that does it. He's a cop.
Would you want that?
You want to hump your cousin?
I was like,
no.
That's some Wallingford shit right there.
Yeah,
it was weird how you worded it. I knew where you were going with it. I was like, oh, she must have a cousin that's a cop. But that
I think
sound
Kendall
right.
would be okay with it, but if it was your cousin, it's not okay.
Yeah, it took a turn. I was riding what Boo was saying, and I got derailed.
Yeah, derailed.
I would love to see a mugshot of Kendall and Rebecca.
I don't know how Kendall would react if Rebecca was like in the news for sleeping with one of her students.
Good Lord.
Not now, like a high school student or something.
I'd probably just leave and go.
Would you leave?
I would just go away.
You wouldn't like make dinner or nothing?
He'd be like,
I'd make her dinner one last time
like,
so you could shoot
with
her
the
brains
scrubber?
out.
Tim Robbins and nothing to lose. He just walked away.
And then I'd go to the Northwest and just live out my life.
It's like Ricky leaving me for a poodle.
I don't like poodles.
You can call me Poodle.
You got to pick a better dog than that.
Poodles are cute.
Italian
I hate poodles.
A golden retriever.
Loyal as they come.
What do you mean? Oh, you like any dog?
I have 2 golden retrievers.
No, she has 2 of
And they have human
Speaking
names.
of which, what do you, well, I guess this is a question for Ricky. What do you think about people purchasing animals instead of going to a shelter and getting an animal? Because you really have to purchase an animal even at the shelter. You have to purchase them.
Yes and
right?
no, but that's a donation to help keep the shelter going. And the shelters already have so many animals that need homes. And I'm adopt, don't shop.
And they have kitty cats at the shelter, right?
They do, yeah.
See?
And people pay so much money. Here's the thing that kills me, is people want these special breeds. Well, your special breed is a fucking mutt. It's a mutt. You're paying thousands of dollars for a mutt. There's no such thing as a puggle. It's a fucking pug mix. You're buying a mutt.
It's literally 2 different dogs that were bred together. That's a mutt. Yeah, she's right by definition.
I'm doing this experiment called How Long Will It Take Me to Get a Cat? And I'm on day 8, and every day I'll ask him once if I can get a cat until we can get a cat.
The experiment's off because it's been going since the day we've met. So
why are you against the cat?
Oh, I'm not
Not
against
against it. Just financially, it's not smart. But
the rent goes up $100.
But
it's a fiscal suicide if you get an animal.
I'm lonely. I want a cat.
How are you known? Well, look, that says something about your relationship if you're lonely.
What I meant, again, I have
right
horrible
there.
choice of words. I'm lonely when he goes to work. Like, what am I supposed to do?
You go to work.
No, I don't. We don't work the same day.
How about a hobby?
Yeah.
How about a friend you can go out with and drink with?
Animals are fantastic
movies.
companions.
I've grown
Have a
up
dinner.
with animals in my house my entire life.
Animals are great.
Go out and have a dinner with your friend.
Have Peter make you a mixtape.
I can make you a mixtape.
I'll make you an amazing mixtape you listen to.
Have an affair. Do something.
Whoa.
Well, hello. Hey, wait a minute. You're saying
that
that,
escalated
but
quickly.
don't you have a job? You have a job. You teach kids.
Right, but on the weekends, he's working like crazy hours, and I'm.
And he could really use a hand on those
Crazy
street
hours.
games.
He works 8. He works 8 to 3:30.
Not all the time.
90% of the time. He's the boss man now.
I know, but
he's making
decisions.
decisions.
You know what he's
making
doing?
the hard
He's uploading pictures.
I know. I've been there when he's doing it because one time it took forever.
Then be happy you're there.
No, I'm not.
She.
I
has
just
no
want
reason
an
to be
animal.
lonely. Huh? She has no reason to be lonely. She has friends. She has hobbies. She has things to do. She chooses to be miserable and complain about an
I
animal
just want a cat.
that we can't afford right now.
And I want a cat, and I want to name him George.
You cannot get a pet. I'm going to tell you why you can't get a pet, because he's never home. You're always home.
Well, cats are great.
No. She shouldn't have a pet either, because she's never home.
I had hermit crabs, and they died.
This poor dog is depressed more than it's happy.
No.
And the only reason she still has it because she's old and she's had it for a while. Her and I should not have pets because we're never home. I hate pet owners that are never home.
Cats are very
They're
low maintenance.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're still alone.
They're every
They're
librarian's
okay with
friend.
it.
No, they're not okay with it.
Cats are okay
What are you, a
with
cat
being
whisperer?
alone.
How do you know they're okay with it.
You just hate animals, period.
My
so.
family-
I don't hate animals. I
You
hate
hate
that.
animals.
I hate animals that are left alone.
My family's cat loves to be alone. So
You guys see? I think these guys know this.
No, some animals prefer to be alone.
she's a cat.
Then leave them out in the fucking dairy field or something.
A dairy field.
Why are they in a house?
Bring them onto the farm.
Oh yeah, my cat loves to be alone in a fucking 12 by 12 room.
She has her own bedroom. It's my old bedroom. She took it over.
The cat whisperer's over here.
she took it over.
She's like talking. She thinks she's talking to the cat. Like, okay, we're gonna remodel this part of the room. The dry sink.
You want to come with me to look at pallets and the
second I
paintboard?
moved out of that room, that cat moved in. Ask my mom.
Pets require more attention than babies. I don't hate pets. I hate the fact that we can't be there for them.
You hate pets.
His
Then
heart
so
is
be
just
it.
too big.
That's so be it. If I hate pets for that reason, then I don't like pets being alone.
I don't blame you.
Years ago, hundreds of years ago, whenever, we took these motherfucking things and took them out of their habitat and domesticated them. Of course they're dependent on us, not because they don't know any better. These dogs and cats are walking the world, the earth, feeding. Why do you think when they go out, they bring home birds and...
They have better lives than we do.
It's because we
kidding
spoiled
me?
them.
Yes.
Yeah, they're not paying taxes.
People are more crazy about their pets than they are about the humans in their lives.
Believe me, I know. I live with one. Say something about that dog.
She's been in my life for almost
what I mean?
15 years.
Beautiful dog.
I don't get pet
I'm
owners.
so hungry.
What?
He's hungry. He
I'm
would
so
like to have
hungry.
a beagle right now.
Yeah. My girl and I are going to meet up for dinner after this. I'm very excited.
Cats are cunts.
Cats are fantastic. I love
Thank
myself
you,
a
Boo.
good cat.
Coming from a guy that doesn't love pussy.
I was just thinking it. Oh, thank you. I was going to say it if you didn't.
That was just a softball.
Yeah.
Flying in the air. Someone was gonna-
No, I just think pets are
You think that it'd be better if you let's say PPRN took off and your day job, quote unquote, was just doing your radio show for like an hour
no,
or
because
two
I'm
every
still
day.
away for 4 hours.
You could have the,
So
what
you're
if you could have the
saying
animal
that
in the
you
room
have to
with you? It's
be
like part of the show.
with
Would
your-
you leave your baby alone for 4 hours in a room and let it feed itself?
It's a little bit different.
It is not.
It is.
It
A
is.
puppy's a puppy.
It's a little bit different.
Okay, says you.
Yes.
They don't have a
But
soft
this is-
spot in their head.
No. All right, so it's a little bit different, but you don't. But when you come home, this being looks at you like it hasn't seen you for years when you get home. So don't tell me it's different than a baby because it has feelings just like a baby. They're babies their whole life to me. This is my perception. I don't care what you guys think. This is my perception. These beings, when you get home, act like you've been gone for years. So that to me, that's a baby mentality.
That's like how I am with my girlfriend. She comes home.
Why
I'm
do
like,
you
"Hey!"
think? Why do you think there's boarding houses for fucking pets? Because they're so lonely when you're gone. To me, I don't like to have a pet because I can't be there all the time for it. She can love a pet all she wants. I'm not saying she can't. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't like it because I don't like coming home to something that's wagging. If I come home in a bad mood, I don't want to have to soothe something that's been lonely for fucking 5 hours.
Well,
Call me
that's-
selfish. I don't. That's just the way I am.
But see, that's the difference between certain people. Like you think that you're being selfish. You don't want to deal with that. But other people come home to that, and that makes them feel better.
Right, because they're worried about what they're feeling, not what the pet's feeling.
No, because the pet is a companion to them. It's like it's soothing them.
It's soothing them because all they do for 8 hours is stare out the window waiting for you to come home. The minute you leave, they're out that window staring for you to get home. And that, to me, is worse than a baby.
Cats are more like plotting your own death.
Oh, cats are just fucking ridiculous. They are. They're pussies. That's why they're called pussies. They're just such bitches, right? Cats.
I love cats because they're so independent and they don't give a fuck. I love them for that because dogs are too needy.
Yes, they are.
Well,
Dogs are way too needy. I mean, they love you more than cats do, but
Yeah,
they're way too
a cat's like, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're home, asshole. You've been gone fucking for weeks. What do I care if you're home now?
There's poop in the box.
Yeah, that's and that's what's nice about it. You don't even got to train a cat.
Yeah, well,
You point, and the motherfucker. All right.
the cats too. Like they don't give a shit what their name is. You call them by their name, they're like, "Bitch, I don't know that name."
Right?
That ain't my name.
Like cats, you could buy a box and like, all right, is that right, poop? Cool.
Perfect.
My brother, thank you.
Yeah.
Dogs are like, I'll poop right here, and you can't do shit about it because right? I hate dogs.
I went. Now what?
I mean, I don't hate dogs. I love dogs, but I hate dogs because they're so needy, right? They're like the
They're
kids of
very needy.
UNICEF.
They're very needy.
They are. They're ridiculous. They're very needy, and they'll make sure you know they're alone and miserable. Oh yeah.
Oh, you wanted those couch cushions?
Yeah. Oh, that brand new couch you got.
Sorry.
I gotta pee.
That's not my little.
Hurry up, because we're doing what we learned, bitch.
Took his buds out like a little bat. I like this having like the 80s playlist behind the show. This is new.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
I don't want everybody to think that I hate dogs. I just hate the fact that they're alone.
Oh, okay. Went back to that.
I understand.
Yeah. No, I
kind
get
of
what
a
you're
similar.
I watch my dog when I leave.
Well, when you leave, the dog's like, ah, thank God. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this is our dog.
I'm just...
And my windowsill is disgusting because of her fucking mouth. And this is our dog when we get home. And this is our dog when we get home. Yeah. That's what hurts my feelings. Like that's what hurts me inside. Like, oh. But fuck that. I'm not gonna not live my life because you're here. So, like I said, that's why I'm selfish when it comes to dogs. I'm not gonna stop my lifestyle because you're alone for 8 hours.
Fair.
To me, in my opinion, all dogs should be let loose. Go ahead, go.
The purge.
You don't think they're not going to learn how to survive again?
Yeah, they'll revert back.
They're called wolves for a reason. They have canines for a reason. But dogs are part of the wolf family, no?
Yeah.
No?
At one point, not anymore.
At one
They're
point.
domesticated now.
See?
No.
That's the problem. You need to have two at once, and they occupy each other.
Oh, yeah, let's get two.
That's true.
Two what?
Dogs.
They keep each other company.
Yeah.
They play.
Or a pack animal.
So let's make two people lonely.
So let's circle this all back around. I'm gonna get a second wife, and then Rebecca will be
Right.
fine on the weekend. You know?
Right. So when
We've come full circle here. Please stop.
now she's scratching you like a cat.
Yeah.
Good one though.
That was a wise choice, sir. I like where they're
Yeah, let's get a second dog because it's lonely. All right, let's get a second wife.
I think it would
that
need to
one
be a
won't want a
second
cat.
husband.
Hey! No.
No, there's not enough room for. I'm just a menace. You know.
Don't they charge you an extra $100 for an extra wife?
It's more like $1 million.
It's called a hooker.
Extra set of balls. You don't
It's called a
you don't
hooker.
want another husband.
All right, so don't forget Thursdays at Randall's, the 34 is open mic. And you can catch Kendall this weekend in Madison for a walk that I was supposed to do. Rebecca, you can hopefully never catch her on the news.
That's right.
And
Hey, is it a walk for the cure?
yeah, his.
Get your dick out!
Line them up.
And Getting Sports with Drunk every Monday from 8-ish to 3-ish. I don't know. Sorry. I always go to bed before they fucking leave. I'm tired. These guys, they go all night, man. Don't forget travelingtoroad.com and Central Hospital in North Haven. And I'll be at Tools Plus on Saturday from 12 to 2. And then Sunday I'll be at the Rite Aid downtown New Haven.
Oh, shit.
Is it downtown New Haven?
I think so.
Whaley Ave?
Probably.
As the GPS says on Wally Ave.
Wally, yeah. I like
Right?
that.
Isn't that weird?
Wally.
Well,
Me and the Wigmaster will be at the Rite Aid. And then don't forget Monday morning with Street Pete Chord Audio. And this brings us to our segment now. Did I forget anybody? No? Okay.
yeah, there it is. No, that's not it.
We can play the song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
What song was your...
Please no.
We do
Please
biggest
no.
part of me, but
Oh,
listen,
biggest part of me.
any of these are great. You know.
Yeah.
No.
He'll listen to anyone.
There it is. I always forget.
true that. That's right. I always forget this one.
How did you?
All right, Dane, take us.
All right. Well,
Start us off.
Wow, there's a lot. We covered a lot of ground tonight. I learned that.
Cancer cock.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Don't forget next week. Sorry, Dave Sheen will be with us.
Hey, cool. Wow.
Hey,
so
speaking
soon.
of cancer cock.
I feel like.
Nice.
That's
really good.
Speaking of asexual cock.
But yeah, I learned that Peter wishes that he could have the cure for cancer hidden within his testicles. I learned about the 80s a little bit more tonight and how much fun roller skating was with the music, and that's rad. Let's see. I learned that Rebecca would like a cat and Kendall's like fiscal responsibilities.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm an adult.
I learned that Boo is having a very successful play. And good for you, Boo. He can't hear me, can he? Because of the music. Yeah, it's all good.
He can hear.
Oh, can he? Can you hear me, Boo? No, I can't. No, he's not responding.
Boo.
No, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I see.
That's right. We can turn out the music.
It's funny how we ask him, "Can you hear anything?" and he says,
Oh,
no.
you know what? He'll be able to hear us if I take us off the screen, so he doesn't need to see us in this.
I haven't seen you guys for like the last hour and a half.
Really?
Yeah, because it's been the Facebook screen.
Oh, shit. It has been. Let me turn it off.
Well, we could see you.
Go ahead. There we go.
No, I was just saying that I learned that Boo had a successful his play. Well, congrats on that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't really know if I learned anything new from Ricky tonight. You were kind of quiet tonight, Ricky. Aside from like her hilarious faces to all the things Peter was saying about his asshole. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's what I learned this week.
I learned that.
You get a little moist mouth.
Yeah. And, where do we begin?
Cut him up.
I learned that Boo is the real star of the show. He's been gone 3 weeks. Facebook has been going crazy asking for him every week.
No shit. We come back live and everybody's like, boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah, amazing. The guy does one play, and it's like he went to Mars, you know?
Yeah, he sucks one dick.
No, I was very happy to hear that he enjoyed himself. And hey, if he enjoys acting, I know he said that he doesn't really have the starve or the hunger to keep doing it, but if something comes for it, I think he should continue if he enjoys it. Dane, what did I learn about you? I thought I had something for you, and I kind of forgot.
You call him Dean?
No, Dane, but you can call him Dean.
You could,
Dean,
pretty much.
Dean.
Just reverse a couple letters. It's fine.
Yeah. We learned where Ricky stands in the cancer-sucking debate.
Adam says Ricky should do a pillow talk voice and take that another night.
I learned nothing new about Rebecca.
No.
She likes cats.
She likes cats. I knew it.
And sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries. And like Dane said, I really enjoy. I like hearing about stuff that people are really into. So you reminiscing about like the '80s and the roller skating time.
Hey, Bob's still alive too, by the way. He just joined the Facebook.
Oh, Bob! Thanks for joining. Bob was on last week. You know, did his thing. We miss him. Good guy.
Yeah, it was great to see him.
It's bad. I got no quips. Nothing good.
No.
Quip.
No quips.
Rebecca, what'd you learn?
I learned that you have a big heart because you can't have a pet because you care too much about it.
Thanks, babe.
That takes a lot.
That's an interesting take on that. But go ahead.
It is the truth, bitch.
Yeah, okay.
It's so defensive.
I learned that Dane didn't have a sandwich tonight.
I did. That's right.
I did, though.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did.
That's true.
Yeah, because Dane ate a fucking
From Krauser's.
whole pizza before he got here.
Almost.
That's
I
great.
almost got a pizza tonight. I got a cheeseburger instead.
Domino's?
Domino's?
No, I went to
Oh.
Wendy's. It's on the way to my house.
That's
okay.
what I was.
Cheeseburger one.
I was gonna get a pizza before I left work, and I was like, you know,
I want
I'll just
pizza
want a
now.
cheeseburger.
I'm starving.
They're still open. They're open till
Fucking
1.
starving. I wouldn't dare. Listen, I would rather suck poop off of Kendall's cock before I eat a Domino's pizza.
I'm gonna bring one night, and you're gonna.
Guess who's having
have you
Domino's?
try it.
You are right now, right?
As soon as we get off the
Domino's?
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Listen, you
You can have Domino's because you live in Oklahoma. I can't have Domino's because of where I live. It's religion.
Okay.
And I know it's Dane's job, and I know he likes it, but I can't. Listen, I'm Portuguese. I can't eat nothing that's un-American.
I do like their wings.
Of course you do.
I do.
Yeah, their wings are good.
You're just
I
as
learned
white
that-
as he is.
I learned that Ricky likes Domino's wings.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
You get the bread bowl though.
I'll
It's
bring
good.
you the wings next week.
If you're a pizza place and you sell wings, you're ridiculous.
I learned that I can't even hear the music right now, but he's still doing the piano.
I can't hear the music.
I can't.
Why not? Half of you people got retarded hearing.
It's not even on her ear.
No, I had to take it off this one. But it's not.
I just don't understand.
I can't hear the music, but I
My
can hear him.
She goes Jordy LaForge on us, like
Hear no, see no evil.
My other ear hurts, so I took it off, but I can't hear it out of the other one either. So
Well, you better get the wax candle.
that's all I learned.
Oh, Boo, while you were gone, Ricky and I did the wax candle. How nasty was it?
How nasty was it?
Oh, bad. You know the wax candles that pull the wax out of your ear?
Yeah.
Oh, it was gross. Both of us.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was gross. All right, Cameron, what'd you learn? Okay. Boo, what'd you learn?
I learned that Rebecca is lonely in her relationship. And
She
that's
is
disturbing.
Don't fuel that fire.
No, that's not true at all. I just want an animal. I've had them my whole life.
I've always been depicted as a bad guy.
It's called his penis. That's your new animal.
I learned that I kind of know what Kendo's O face looks like from him playing the piano.
It's very similar. I'm always
It's
reaching,
similar, right?
Yeah, I'm always reaching
Yeah,
for
but
a
hold on.
keyboard during.
What she just said, you can't be mad at Kendall for not. I thought that was the most admirable thing he said.
No, that he's smart.
I don't
He's
want
right.
an animal because I can't afford it.
Right.
They are very expensive.
I do
to
understand that.
What if the thing fucking gets sick? They get people like Ricky making whatever she makes a year off of fucking people like you that love, brings a guinea pig in for $10,000 to get fixed, and can't even guarantee it.
But I don't. You don't understand. Like, we don't make that money. It costs so much to run our hospital.
Yeah, because
we're 24/7. Like, it's a huge expense.
Still, I wouldn't pay $10,000 for a fucking guinea pig. That bitch is dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard stories
You're
from
gonna cry
Ricky.
wee all the way home.
$5,000 to fucking fix a guinea pig? Oh, hell no. Bring him to the show. We'll eat it. Seriously,
That's what I was
$5,000 to fucking fix a guinea pig? You got man,
Like
damn.
somebody's pet.
They're beloved.
Yeah. You don't understand what pets mean to people.
I do.
Yeah, Peter.
You don't, because you're not that person. You're just not that person, and that's okay. Some people are not that person, but
Which reminds me, my
No, I understand what pets mean to people. I live with a pet owner.
yeah.
I
There's
definitely
also a doctor,
understand.
a pet doctor.
I definitely
Can I
understand what pets mean to people.
Can I get confirmation that I was sort of correct on Kendo's O face?
Good. What else you learn, Boo?
I mean, just watching him do that, and he gets into it.
I love it so much.
It reminds me of. I imagine that his O face is similar.
Well, we all know what Boo's doing when he gets off the air.
Huh?
What? I said we all know what you're doing when you get off the air. Picturing that face. Yeah. Maybe put on a
I
little
learned
emoji.
that Ricky is adopt, don't shop.
Hell yeah.
I learned that. What did I learn about Dane?
Oh.
He was kind of under the radar tonight.
I was.
You
I was
know?
a little quiet.
He was going to show us his balls, but then he blamed it on Facebook, which was a missed opportunity.
I didn't want to break the internet, you know.
Oh my God, they're great.
Yeah. Right.
I will say, when you get more emotion for a pet than a human, you need to consider yourself.
And I learned that. Well, I already knew that Peter hated pets.
It's not that. It's not
learned-
that. And when a human has a fucking more
hates the
compassion for a
loneliness.
pet than a human, that's pretty fucking sad. That's my opinion that I'm going to stick with.
When someone gets more attention than a fucking pet, that's ridiculous. I don't give a fuck. When someone's dying for attention and the pet gets more, yeah, I'm the bad guy.
Nobody said you were a bad guy. What the
Whatever.
fuck?
He hates pets.
When someone talks shit about me and I get no reaction, when someone talks shit about a dog and he gets all the reaction, I get a little upset, yeah.
You get upset about everything.
Yeah, I do, because you're gonna. If I said shit about Rachel, you'd be all over me. If someone says shit about me, you don't give a fuck.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay, can we not, Peter?
No, I'm not, because I'm sick of fucking airing it. Fucking pets.
And I learned,
Wonder why I want to move.
I learned that I learned something about cancer-saving jizz, but I'm not sure exactly what it was. And that's it. Ricky?
I learned that boo pees really fast.
I do. Not a lot needed to come out that time.
What do you mean you pee fast? You got is your prostate swollen?
I had to go pee,
You're
and I
prepared,
left
man.
and came right back.
You got to pee what?
I had to pee. I left, and I.
You don't got to do it slow. I just wasn't paying attention. Is your prostate swollen?
It better not be.
You have to massage it.
Somebody beat it into submission earlier today. I don't think.
Yeah, they did. No, I'll take. Oh yeah. Oh, all right. Thank you. I didn't eat the guinea pig, Adam. Well, kinda.
Okay, aren't we on Ricky now?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh.
That's all I learned.
Oh, that I pee fast?
Yeah.
I learned when you share.
Okay.
I learned when you share something to Howard Stern's page, you get fucking double-digit views.
Oh, nice.
I just realized why we got so many views all at once. Thanks,
Awesome.
Howard.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was the reason we made it.
That would be funny.
That one mistake I made.
That would be full
That'd be cool.
circle.
Yeah.
So we've never had. At one point, we had 62 people watching.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a lot for Facebook.
Yeah. I wish I fucking said more tonight.
I want to see the end of it. That's how I was trying to keep you guys going.
No. Well, I was trying. I don't.
I want to see
it
what the
wasn't
end of the
coming
number
together.
is. And we had constant, like, I love how Adam's a new fan and he's repeating, and I love that. And then who else was there? Derek and Bob and Barbara and Chris and everybody else that kept repeating. And there's 2 people still watching. I love that.
Thank you, guys.
Don,
It's awesome. We're honored.
Jessica, everybody. Adam, like fucking totally Paul.
And go back, listen to old shows. Because, I mean, the
Yeah.
podcasts, everything, the stuff is good every single week.
We had people live on our fucking radio page. That's like awesome. I love refreshing the page and there's people live. Boo, remember when our chat room used to fucking blow up?
I do.
Remember that?
I do.
We had more listeners though now that we're back on Spreaker than we did with the radio thing. So.
Well, good. Then that was the right move.
Oh yeah, we average at least 200 to 300 people a week, which is good. If I can get my little friends over here to start sharing more.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Rebecca won't share anything, not even Kendall.
I can't. I do share funny, appropriate memes, though.
I have a schedule when I can call Kendall because Rebecca's like,
No, that's not true.
right? Okay.
I always yell, "Amazing job!"
Amazing. Yes, you do. I learned Dan doesn't drive Uber anymore because his car smells like pizza.
Yeah.
Did I not learn that?
You did learn that. Off air, but you still learned it, and
I
that's
learned
okay.
it.
You can bring it on.
Did I not learn it
We should
tonight?
have talked about it. You
Okay.
did learn it. I'm not
Perma pizza.
I learned people will write reviews about me because of the smell of my car.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's me or the car they're talking about, but that's reviews. I learned I can't look at Kendall with that beard.
I think it's sexy, Kendall.
No, you don't.
Looks good, man. It
You
really
think
does.
anybody would fucking that's got a penis and hair is sexy?
Look,
He's not a bear.
I
He's
like-
29.
I've already told you that I like big hairy men, and so
Yeah, well, he's not that hairy. He's only got hair on his face.
Kendall Loggins, they call me.
Kenny
Well, with
Loggins.
your-
Kendall Loggins. Or Kenny Ray Cyrus when the mold's done.
Oh, Jesus. That's funny.
I can't really say I much learned about Rebecca because she's still a prude. Teacher prude.
She gives the thumbs up.
Teacher prude.
Yeah,
Not a bad prude, just teacher prude.
Yeah, she's got to be appropriate because she can't let this come back. to
I
haunt
know,
her
I can't
someday.
say anything because she's a
Good job.
teacher. That's why I say teacher prude.
Amazing job.
Amazing job. Thank you. That's an amazing response. Thank you. I also learned that Brugger's is amazing.
Yeah,
Bagels?
good stuff.
I never had them.
Brugger's is a... What?
No, I never.
Get out of my house.
Well,
You
you,
had a
just,
Brugger?
you just fucking learned it, so that means you're breaking my balls. Fuck you.
You never had Brugger's, though?
No,
Never.
As Peter's finishing his first bagel, you never had
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Domino's is like around the corner from Brugger's, dude. You go there every day, don't you?
Well, where's the close? Where's?
Well,
I know there's Brugger's
Orange,
in New Haven.
Or the
Where's
Julia's place. What's that juice place?
Yeah, yeah,
Jamba
yeah, yeah.
Juice.
Jamba Juice, bro.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's right.
Quiznos.
All right, I'll go check them out.
Ricky didn't know what... I
Maybe
learned
I'll
that...
order tomorrow for breakfast then, and
I
I'll
learned
report
that-
back, okay?
I learned that Ricky didn't know what Quiznos was.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're not missing anything.
Oh,
I'm not missing anything at
Quiznos is
all.
good.
what?
It was gross.
Oh.
Toasty.
Who gets tuna in Quiznos?
I like tuna.
I like tuna too. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't eat tuna hot.
I didn't get it hot.
Exactly. Quiznos is known for hot shit.
I
Although
didn't know.
I don't mind if the bread is toasted, but I don't like when they're like they make the sandwich and they're like, "Do you want it toasted?" I'm like, "No, I don't want
That's
hot
what
tuna."
I do that at Brugger's though. Like, do you want the bagel? Who eats cream cheese hot? I don't.
No, no, you put it on after.
put it on,
I like it on the hot.
No.
I like the bread
No.
toasted, but then you put the ice.
Bagels are meant to be eaten from their natural habitat. Cold.
What does that mean?
From the boiling pot to the fucking bin to the mouth.
Interesting.
If you had Brugger's, boo, you would know.
Well, but bagels are supposed to be served warm.
And they are at Brugger's. And they're crunchy.
And you have room temperature cream cheese. That way,
No, they keep it cold.
Oh, I hate that because then you can't spread it if it's cold.
Yeah, it
Oh,
doesn't
they
spread
spread
very
it.
well.
They spread it.
They spread it.
There's nothing like getting a fucking garlic bagel with chive cream cheese, and the lady who's serving it to you has 3 teeth, and asks you, "Do you want coffee with that?"
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I.
Do you have a club card? Yes, I do. Nothing like that. I give her respect though. She works there every day.
That's cool.
Let's wrap this up, Peter. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, we're hungry.
All right, we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna see you next week. Don't forget anything we said. All right?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have plugs. We don't have shit like that. We don't.
And very
Oh yeah, Dane. 34 is open mic tomorrow night at Randall's in
7 to
West
10.
Haven, 7 to 10. Kendall is going to be at the Walk in Madison this weekend. Rebecca, she's a teacher.
Keep on teaching.
That's
Educating
she's
America's
a
youth.
teacher, educating America.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boo, travelingtoroad.com, travelingtoroad.com if you want to get your readings, because I promised him I would never say anything derogative when I'm talking about his business.
Thank you.
Ricky at Central Hospital and myself, Street Pete, on Chaz and AJ every Monday morning from 8:20 until Chaz kicks me out. So if he kicks me out early, that means the bits weren't good. Little thing you learned today.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, man.
We'll see you guys next week. People here on radio.net. Don't forget to download the podcast on Spreaker. All right. Good night, everybody. And wait. In honor of Columbus Day, as I say at the end of every show, everybody, stay brown, y'all. All right? Okay. Stay black, y'all. I'm kidding. Stay black, y'all. Good night, everybody.
Stay good, son.